And I should probably open up my files that I need to.
Ooh,
I got to make sure my chatty's up.
Right.
Because otherwise, Crow will be in here saying shit and I'll totally miss it.
Suddenly that big lug of Mountain Dew went right through me. BRB.
I know, right? I had one too, and I've gone to the bathroom twice since I drank it.
What do you guys have?
Mountain Dew.
Ah.
I got a big lug from the gas.
So apparently Edgar is leaving. I don't know where he's going. Probably to go to work out, but he won't be behind me screaming for a little while, so that's good.
That's good.
Yay.
I don't know if my chatty's pulling up my... Oh, no, it's there.
I weirdly don't see
There's my chatty finally came up.
There it is.
There we go, testing. Wow, it took a while before it came up. That was weird. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. All right, so...
I'm watching the ad, so I can't verify you.
Already been verified, dude.
Fair.
And then Ironwood charts.
Pop out this chat. There we go.
Bueller. All right, so everybody's in. Everybody's ready to go. How we doing on voice? Is Wada still there? You falling asleep, Wada?
I'm here.
And Bones? We got Bones. Yay! Okay, we're all here. Sam!
What was your order?
Give us a rundown.
Boy, oh boy. Where do I start?
Start at the beginning. It's a very fun place to start.
Well, so we all did our training, right? We left the inn. We were heading to the guild hall. I randomly got shot. And we're like, what the hell? Turns out guy was an assassin. We chased him, lost him, said screw it, and moved on.
Very bold choice, I might add.
Yeah.
So we went to the guild hall. All the jobs were too low level or too high level. Thieves Guild has no idea what's going on, apparently. Had no idea about the bolt that hit Kieran, apparently. We went to the thief's house that hired us for the sewer job. He was dead. He was real dead. So we took the house. we fucking took the house. We split up, went to different parts of the town, tried to figure out, if there's anything decent we could hear through rumors. There really wasn't anything except for the fact that 3 people came together from Narwhal, and they were shifty characters. Which is where Alexander took off to. We... where is it? Got through the night. We went to go to the guild hall, and there was a huge commotion at the inn. The inn was on fire, completely burned down, no survivors. The one night where we did not sleep there. We talked to the authorities there. Rizul helped them out by talking to the dead. They told us not to leave town and to come back to the Collegium tomorrow to talk to the investigators. We went home, and that was the end of the session.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, so you went home and you slept the night away. Everything went fine.
Right.
And so let me put you to your house over here.
Come on, you big lizard man. Show me my house.
There's your house, Harvey und friends. And by the way, there's a new thing I'm going to be building out. Let me show you what it is. This will be on stream. You'll be able to see it.
Okay.
It's called Legend Keeper. What it is it allows you to. Yeah, here now it's got to update, of course. Okay, so
Hot tub time machine.
so what it does is, say for the sake of argument that I load the world map up, then I can
Right.
put pins in, like say a new pin at Gatfield there. So I'm going to call it or Gaffeld or whatever. This is just an example. Create page and pin, and what it does is I can create like wiki things for all of the different areas.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
And you guys can actually go in and take a look at the world map interactively. And for example, like I could hide this pin. I just got this today. I've been a beta tester for it for a while, so I could actually hide the page and hide the pin until I'm ready to show it. So until you've been there, it can be hidden.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And so what I can do is I can do the world maps. And so like you guys can see the world map, but you won't know anything about the different places until you learn things. And once you learn things about it and points of interest, then I can unhide it and you guys can go there and check it out.
Cool.
Dope.
So what I'm starting to do now is I'm starting to this, by the way, is the map for my Saturday campaign that is no more. But I'm going to be doing that for the world map of this game. And then once it's done, I will give you the ability to go in and take a look at it.
Hooray.
Super cool, neato, huh?
Makes sense.
Okay.
I can dig it.
I can dig it, he can dig it, she can dig it, we can dig it. So the day dawns. How bright and clear is it? How bright and clear is it? It is stormy as shit outside. The clouds overhead are gray and threatening, and rain comes down, punctuated every once in a while with little bits of ice as it hails on you. So it's a good day to stay inside by the fire. And while you are breaking your fast and doing whatever, there is a knock on the door.
Who is it?
I'd like to speak with Ascalabus, please.
Biggest fucking sigh in the world. Right, just get a quick sec. Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna get my weapon ready, like my sword or my bow, just something out, because I don't trust this, not even a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, Ascalabus would essentially be kind of opening the door, but he's got his hand on his hip.
Right.
Doing that as well. But he'd open the door.
So you immediately recognize the guy on the other side. He is one of your contacts at the Thieves Guild.
Morning.
Morning. He hunches over and he looks up and says, "Do you mind if I come in? It's kind of cold out here."
What do you have?
All right, so that's a no then. I
did not say no. I simply asked, what do you have?
I needed to talk to you. No, it doesn't have to be private. Yes, it also has to do with these folks.
Let him in.
Sure. Come on in.
All right, so he comes in. He shakes the rain off. He's pretty soaked. He's got a little bit of a rain. He's got like a rain slick on, but it's not doing the best job. It's coming down a little bit hard for that. And so he says,
Ozzy definitely shuts the door.
Okay.
And is very mindful of open windows if we have any.
Okay. So he stamps his feet a little bit and he says, I can't talk about it here, but some guild business was taken care of last night, and I need you guys to come with me. No, you're not in trouble. No, you're not in danger.
I believe you on the first one. I don't know if I believe you on the second.
They got a lot of hands, but you understand, I was ranting and raving yesterday. Does this have anything to do with that?
Not directly, no. I can't talk about it here.
Who is
Why
here?
not?
Yeah.
All right,
you mind-
so he looks around a little bit and he says, "Okay, we caught the guys that burned down the inn.
There's
Well, you
something up with them, isn't there?
You certainly have my curiosity.
I can't say any more than that."
All right, let's go.
Yeah, it's,
For
Rizal and I are
Christ's
just like,
sake.
oh, come on, boss. We'll help you.
Sure,
Okay,
let's go.
So here's the thing. Ascalabus, you're perfectly fine, but the other three of you, when we get to a specific point, we're going to have to hood you up.
I'm sorry.
We're taking
Ascalabus
you,
nods.
we're taking you to a safe house. We can't let you know where it's at.
Just
That's fine.
it's gonna be the same as a key for a door. You'll be fine.
Okay. I trust you, Bus. Specifically.
All right.
Let's do it.
So they walk you all the way back to the guild hall. If I can find your... And you get to the guild hall. Let me go ahead and... Doop. Looks very familiar. You know where you're at. We're going to take Harvey, put him in the corner. And then they take you guys back right over here, back where nobody can see, and they say, okay. He pulls 3 basically bags out of his pockets. And he says, put these on, you 3.
All right.
So, Kieran does. Jack, do you?
Yeah, sure.
What about you, Razul?
Sure.
Okay. So, the guy goes around and makes sure that you actually got them on, pulls them down far enough so you can't see anything. Ascalabus, you're just... What's that?
Nothing.
Oh.
He's talking to himself.
Oh, so Ascalabus, you can see this, and then the guy turns them around in place 5 or 6 times, so to screw up their direction sense.
Yeah, it's essentially a fun game of pin the tail on the donkey. It's
Donkey.
just now they expect you to walk straight afterward.
Right. And now,
Woo! 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 Woo!
I mean, none of us have navigation anyways.
I was spinning my token around in circles.
it's okay. I'm waiting for this to enter in.
God damn, how big of a place is this?
It's a big one.
I'm waiting for this to render in. Sorry.
Okay, you're fine.
I mean, we can't make the technology go faster, so.
I know.
Truth.
But
It's
by
just
God,
a
if we
black square
could.
for us anyway, so who cares?
Jesus Christ, come on, man.
This is why I'm like lighting. I'm not happy.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Now, I think, you know what? I don't know if I've got the walls done here, dynamic lighting. I do. I think I do. Let me do that again.
Do.
Okay, so we're going to pull in Ascalabus, Zool,
Holy shit. I need to really zoom in.
Jack, and Kieran. Now, at this point, you guys all have your hoods off. They take your hoods off now.
Oh. I literally. Am I gonna have to exit and come back because it's all black for me?
Same.
Probably.
Well,
Mine's
hold on
fine.
one second. So let's do Let me do one thing real quick here. How about now?
I have like a excuse me, like a 5-foot thing in front of me. I can see. Otherwise, it's all black.
So let's take
I'm not-
Ascalabus.
I'm not- There we go.
Yeah. Oh.
There we go.
Yeah,
I
see
can
everything,
now.
so.
Okay, so this
Okay.
guy's got a lantern.
Cool.
That's how you can see. So you guys can see in this little area right here.
Right.
So he says, "Follow me, please."
Okay.
Okay.
I suppose.
Ascalabus stays in the back of the group, but it will follow. So wherever we end up, everybody's in front of Ascalabus.
Okay,
Ugh.
why is this not letting me? It's not letting me choose this stupid thing. There we go.
Oh, hello.
You come into this pretty big room here,
Right.
and there is something you notice pretty much right away, and that is that there are a few people in here.
Sure, I guess.
Oops.
I mean, I can't see anything past the guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see 3 chairs.
I see all of this.
Right. 'cause
Oh
you
my
have night
god, we
sight.
know.
Hold on, I'm going to look at something real quick. So Control L. Oh. All right, so let me do something real quick.
All of the whole room lit up, bright as can be.
I mean, I would assume this room has got lanterns.
Exactly.
Lanterns or something.
Yeah, well, I didn't put all of the lighting in apparently, so we're just going to go ahead and do that.
Cool. Oh. Hello.
So now you can see. So something else you notice is that they're here and here are 2 individuals. They are strapped to the chair. The shit has been beaten out of them, and they've got hoods over their faces.
Aha.
Oh boy.
So, matter of fact, let me see if I can find.
The fuck you do to the poor cunts down there?
That's my question as well, Brazil.
You folks remember my training?
Oh.
This is called interrogation, I'm assuming.
So we're gonna put one guy. I suppose I just put him on twice because it didn't take the first time.
There.
Probably. I only see one, so.
All right, so let me change. Come back.
They were having issues with row 20 today anyway, so.
Where are they? God damn it. Okay, there he is. Let's put him there.
There's the other one.
The green shirt boy and the blue shirt boy.
Right. So those are the 2 guys. Their heads are covered, so that's not quite what they look like.
Right.
And so you say, "What's up with them cunts?"
Yeah, pretty much.
And the guy says, "Well, they were doing guild activities in our town without consulting the guild first.
Ah.
And that cannot stand. So when we found out what happened, we went and located them, gathered them, and here they are. So go ahead and have a seat."
Okie dokie.
So he comes
Do
over.
we... Odd question, Dave. Do we recognize either of them as the assassin?
Oh, well, you really didn't get that good of a look at the assassin.
And they have
Sure.
hoods anyway. We wouldn't be able to tell right away.
That's
unless
true.
I
We
use-
wouldn't see their face.
Yeah, once the hoods are off, I can probably just take a look at them and be able to know. You know.
So you guys sit down at the table and he says, "Okay, what we found out so far is they were sent here. You guys are the target."
Mm.
And they didn't. I mean, we didn't have to torture them too much. They talked right away. Apparently, this wasn't the kind of job where you have to be real circumspect. This is one of those ones where they wanted to send a message.
They sent a message to all the families of the people.
Well, you were supposed to be there.
Well, supposed and being is two different things. A little sloppy work, don't you think?
It very much was.
Considering all of the collateral damage,
Well, as long as they got the job done, they didn't really
which
care.
they didn't.
Which they didn't.
So I guess
Why is there only two?
third one's dead in a ditch,
Is that the one I put down the pooper out back?
most likely.
So we asked him about the third, and they said that he was at their contact house. That's all we know. You can
Okay.
certainly interrogate them more if you want.
Oh, buddy.
Who has interrogation though?
Bus.
It's just Boss. Okay.
Doesn't mean we can't, have a little chat, right?
Have you reported them to the proper people yet, or is this your way of handling?
Are you talking about? Oh no. We're handling it.
Okay.
The city guards are well aware that we have grabbed them, but
All right.
that's all they care about.
That's all right. Well, we still need to worry about the third one. So if maybe Bus here, our big boy, can knock it out of them where their safe house is.
I need an address and a name.
Okay.
Well, let's see who these poor bastards are.
So you go over and you pull the hoods off.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay, so one of them looks like it could very well be the guy that shot the quarrel at you.
Mm-hmm.
But it was very fleeting, very fast. So I mean, you're pretty sure.
Okay. And the
Eyewitnesses.
Is he an assassin?
Is he an assassin? Okay, so you look at the guy. Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to make an educated guess.
Actually, why don't you make a roll? You need to make a roll for that because they were kind of in hiding. So it looks like the same kind of guy.
Oh God.
Gonna start out the first roll tonight with 1 luck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's an assassin.
All right.
So make a roll at the other guy.
Oh,
God,
my God.
damn, really?
Well, he's got a good disguise.
all right.
Well, shit.
And in combat, you're gonna be rolling like 2s.
Sure.
Well, God damn it. Okay.
That happened.
Probably
Did
the
we-
guy.
Yeah, okay.
Hey,
But
Bones.
we don't know who the other one is.
Yeah.
This fellow looks similar to the guy Harvey was talking to at the docks.
What would I roll, Dave? I don't even know.
He does not look
Observation,
anything like the guy
probably?
Harvey was
Oh.
talking to at the docks.
Okay. Apparently, no, he doesn't look like any of those deuce that Harvey was talking to in the bar.
Fair. A name and an address, gentlemen.
Go ahead and roll your interrogation.
That's my magic. That doesn't work.
It's abilities.
Yeah, I clicked the wrong thing.
Oh God.
I'll give
I'm
you a
on-
luck.
All
Yeah,
right,
so I'm
so
willing to add
you
a luck.
only need to use 1 luck.
Fair.
Oh, I'll give that one to you.
Okay.
Go headbutt him in the dick.
Okay, so you start to talk to him. Are you using force or just talking to him like conversationally?
I would like it to be conversational, but if force is required, he would do it.
Okay, so you were starting to talk conversationally, and Kieran is sitting next to you, and the guy's looking like he's going to resist, and then Kieran pulls out one of her arrows and just kind of sticks it in the table, and the guy goes, "Oh yeah, I remember now." And he gives you directions. He didn't know an actual address because they didn't always have them. They used like
Sure.
you go to this shop and you take a left or whatever, and you figure that it is pretty much your house.
Of course. So just like
Dizzler.
we thought, Disler.
Our friend Dizzler in the outhouse is the.
Oh,
third
the guy that I
assassin.
threw down the porta-john out back.
Exactly.
Yeah. I would hope he would give us the name before we agree that that's who it
Well,
was.
yeah.
Right.
Yes,
That'd be my thought, but yeah.
But he does say Disler before you guys do. He's
Sure.
really not resisting. Like he's all for talking it out.
Well, he knows he's fucked if he doesn't.
Kind of.
Who hired them?
Alexander.
Oh, fucking cat! Oh,
he kind of
okay.
Know that
grins
was
a little
coming,
bit, and he
Kieran.
says, "You cost that little fucker a lot of gold."
Yeah, well, we're gonna cost him his fucking life in a minute.
As soon as we can find him.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll find him. That
And
little
he's not-
shit.
He
Armored up
grins a
and-
little bit, and he says, "You let me live, I can tell you where to find him."
Or you can tell us where to find him and we let you live.
I mean, you are in the house of killers. You understand that, right?
I can make you explode.
With
And
maggots.
He could do
and then
so
you
much
won't
worse
know.
as well.
We tracked him down before without anybody else's help.
Well, have fun with that.
Oh.
And he sits back.
Bust. How you want to do this?
Oh, I'm all
Razul?
this.
I'm here. This is Bus's game right now.
I want to ask you one question real quick before you decide what next move you're going to take. How much did he pay you? And is it really worth your life?
He paid us travel expenses to get here, and then he's going to pay us 1 gold for each of your head.
Except you
Ooh.
failed.
And
valuable targets.
we've already been given half, and we'll get half when we get back.
If you get back.
If we get back.
Sure.
Then given half, and you'll give half when you get back. So
How
what
are
you're
you-
really trying to say is that you have it on you.
Oh, no. No.
They wouldn't let him keep it anyway if he brought it in.
True.
How are you planning on getting back?
Same way we got here. Go down to the docks, get a ship, leave.
Well,
Do you have a contact at the dock?
Nope.
They don't have the money. They don't have a contact. How are they getting home?
The money's left somewhere.
Ah. Porta John? What? If I was going to
Alright.
hide money, that'd be a great place to hide it. No one would ever look inside of there.
So you got an assassin's guild out in Narwhal, apparently?
Yeah.
And you're a leader?
No.
A high person? A
No.
scrub?
No, not even close. Matter of fact, I just joined not too long ago. This is my first mission.
Oh, poor choice, friend.
And
Yeah.
last mission.
Oh, I don't know about last mission. I'm pretty confident you guys will let me go.
And why would why is that?
I
Because
mean,
I got
if y'all
information
want to-
you want.
If y'all really want to, kill him, and I'll just commune it with him, and we'll get the information from him that way.
Mm.
Because he can't lie.
So he
You can't
stops
lie to me.
and looks at you and goes, that would work?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
my friend.
necromancer.
I have abilities that you've never seen, probably.
I'm really trying to avoid Occam's razor.
So he's still smiling and still grinning, but you can see a little bead of sweat start to go down the side of his head.
Uh-huh.
How's the other one looking?
The other one hasn't said a thing.
Is he... I know this one's being a cocky bastard. Is the other one kind of being silent, head down, not wanting to engage us?
He's trying to be invisible.
I mean, or we can do it this way. We can kill your buddy here. I can raise him from the dead and let him kill you. And we can just get it done with.
Oh, brutal. Kind of like it.
yeah, I've caught it with Razul on this one. Not gonna lie.
Even the priest.
I mean,
I'm just trying
nobody
not.
else is-
I'm just trying
Guys,
not to make the house dirty.
The house won't get dirty.
Oh, we clean
I'll
it up.
clean it if need be.
I meant this place.
We know.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, if he
So
wants to
so
pull my
this
leg-
guy right here looks over at this guy and says, "Well, I guess they got this handled, don't they?"
he just leaves.
And this guy turns to you all and says, you do what you got to do. It's totally up to you whether this guy lives or dies. So have fun."
All right.
And he looks at these guys and says, "You should have just talked." And he turns and he leaves.
Never thought I'd say this, but it just got real dark for us, Dave.
Oh, oof. Can't see shape.
Oh,
Say this-
shit.
I will say this again. It's bright and wonderful inside this
How's
There
that?
you go.
room.
All good.
Was
I'm
that
just
the
like,
guy?
yeah,
So
that was the guy.
let's put him on the GM layer.
There you go.
just because, yeah, he had your light source.
It's
Again,
black
it's dark.
again.
It's
But,
black for you again?
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, you're probably gonna have to put it on the token, not the GM, because we can't see the GM.
Alrighty, son of a bitch.
That's all right. We
It's
can
all right,
pretend
just
he's not
keep him
there.
up there, dude. It's fine.
You can just be in
Yeah.
the room making sure we don't go too crazy.
Or making
Nah.
sure the guys don't get away from us. You know, back up. I'm
That
cool with
works.
that.
Or better yet, why don't I do this?
I can see just fine now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you can. So let me just do. Let me do this. Can you see?
Nope.
No.
All right.
I see a small bit for some reason. There's like a wall there for some reason, but that might also be because roll 20's roll 20.
Right. So let me try one more thing.
But in essence,
Oh,
oh, there we
Okay.
go. That works.
it's
All
better.
right.
Yeah, that's better. There we go.
Thank you. I can see anyway, but thank you.
Yes.
I just
Um,
I want to know
Yay,
if it's
I'm learning. Yay.
Yay! Ascalabus would essentially just get up, walk to the head of the table, look at him, and just go, "You're lucky our dog friend wasn't here.
Oh yeah.
He'd be putty." Right, well, I've done with them. They don't want to talk to me, so,
I told you I'd
Go
tell
on.
you where he was if you agreed to let us live.
sure.
You had a chance to live, my friend.
what about the quiet one?
He just looks at you and then hangs his head again.
Hmm.
Death before
You
dishonor,
know,
I take it?
I hate to tell you this, my friend, but, this is gonna work both ways. It's a pass-fail on you.
I really don't like hurting people,
I'd rather not murder anyone we don't have to.
but all right. Let me see. here.
I'll
Got
tell
something
you
I wanna-
exactly how to find Alexander.
You had your chance.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the guy who's hanging his head. Can you tell us where he is?
He looks up, just shakes his head no, and puts his head down again.
Hmm.
Can you explain to me one question, sir? To the quiet one. Why does he know and you don't?
He looks at you, shakes his head, and puts his head down again.
Do you talk?
He looks at you, shakes his head, and puts his head down again.
Sit down.
All right, this is already
He's been
enough. I already
silenced.
said what I'm going to do. I
Then
walked
do
down
it.
to this guy. I put my hand on his shoulder, Dave, and I'm
Leave
gonna
the
cast.
quiet one.
I am good. You give me a minute. I'm not gonna hurt the quiet one.
Okay, I'm just
I'm going
saying that
to
now.
cast Feign Death.
Nice.
Hold on. Let me read something real quick. By God, that is self-retouch, isn't it?
Yes, it is, sir. You want me to cast it?
Yeah, hold on a second. I want to read something. I don't have a saving throw on that.
No, you
No.
don't.
I don't have a saving throw on that.
All
So
right,
it's just automatic. If he makes the spell, he makes it.
So go ahead and roll it. Wow, that was really, really close to fumbling.
I know,
Right.
but it works.
Okay. See, this was meant to be a defensive thing. I would think he'd have to have a saving throw.
Magic?
All right.
I mean, I just
It would
read
have to be a
from
saving
that.
throw versus magic, but you rolled a 98, so you're going to add that to the 42.
It's gonna be hard to save again.
It's going to be very hard to save against.
So go ahead.
There
go ahead
is
and
a
give it to me.
problem with that,
Yeah.
and that's the first note.
True.
Right.
But if he is smart, he wouldn't.
So he goes limp. His head thunks against the. Actually, his head doesn't thunk against it, but it leans forward to the end of the straps that's holding his head to the chair.
And then I'm gonna look at the other guy and I'm gonna say I'm gonna give you one more try. Either that or your buddy is going to eat you alive.
All right, so I got to see if this dude is smart enough to. I got to see if the dude that you cast a spell on is smart enough to cancel the spell.
Okay.
He is not, so he doesn't
Oh,
cancel
no.
the spell. The other guy looks at you and looks at him. He's got like almost a vacant look on his face, like he's completely resigned and given up. And he just gives a little shrug, puts his head back down.
Tell us where Alexander is and how to find him, and we let you live.
And he looks at you and shrugs and puts his head down.
Oh, this son of a bitch.
Yeah, really. Because I really wanted to do this the proper way. The
Ah,
cool thing is, though, I can make him eat his face because of the second note.
Right,
do
but I
that.
don't think he would necessarily do it. I think he'd probably stop it at that point. Because he can stop it at
Yeah.
any time.
I know he can. I'm trying to be nice about it.
I know.
I really
But-
am.
He knows what's going on, and if you try and send him over to eat the guy's face, you figure he'll probably
But-
just stop himself.
I can commune with him as he would be dead, and he can talk to me in my language.
And he might do that. He might just shake it
I
off.
know, that's my problem.
Hmm.
Anybody else can step in because I'm being nice right now.
I can't think of how I would even go from here because I kind of made my stand.
Wouldn't?
I really wanted to do this the nice way.
Why wouldn't? Okay, I got a question. So, Bus used interrogation, right?
Yes.
And he made it. So
Doesn't-
why isn't this guy telling us how to find Alexander. Like,
Well, he did interrogation on.
If
this
I have to roll
dude.
interrogation for every question,
No, you did interrogation on
Okay.
this guy.
oh,
This guy's not answering shit.
Oh, I
Wait
thought
a
the
minute.
guy in blue
Wait.
was the silent one.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
That's why I cast it
Yeah.
on him.
Well,
This guy is the guy you said was talking.
no, this guy
Right.
is the guy that was talking.
Then I would have done that the opposite way.
We've done it the other way around, Dave.
Yeah, because I could have swore this was the guy that was silent.
That's what I thought too.
Okay, so the guy that's talking. All right, I see what you're saying. So
Yeah, we would have done it. We were doing it to the silent guy as a point of our ability.
Yeah, like, hey, motherfucker, if
I
you don't
apologize.
talk.
I thought that I'd made it clear, but if all three of you were saying that it was the other way, then I obviously did not make it clear.
Okay, so can we try this again into the start? I
So
touched him.
so you cast it on this guy.
Yeah, right.
A silent guy, yeah.
All right, so he slumps over, and this guy kind of. All right, so I got to do a mental strength on this guy.
Yeah.
Oops, that's a D20. Do. All right, so he slumps over dead after you do that, or dead. This guy slumps over dead looking,
Right.
and this guy he's still got sweat coming down. But so what are you asking him again? Say that again.
I told him that either he can talk or his friend's going to eat him.
Tell
He
us where
says,
Alexander is.
I'll tell you where Alexander is, but I need assurances you're going to let me live. I'll tell you
Yeah, he's
anything.
gonna kill you.
I have full control over this guy right now. You can either talk or not. It's not up to me what happens. The moment I leave this door, it's up to the guild.
Well,
It's out of my hands. It is completely out of our hands. Once I leave this door, I'm not going to hurt you unless you want your friend to eat your fucking face.
the guild would probably either ask for reparations or just ransom me back. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, stop it. You give us the information we want, we'll let you go. Simple as that.
Man,
That's what
You
I've been
don't-
saying the whole
you
time.
don't.
I told
Well,
you,
it's out of
I
our
will let
hands.
you
We
walk.
don't have it. We don't get to decide his fate. It's up to the guild. He's their custody.
I will let you walk. I, myself, with a person with this man in his control, will let you walk.
I will tell you exactly where Alexander is and what he's got around him and everything. If
Okay.
you're gonna let me live, I'll tell you everything.
Oh,
So
we're
I
not
want-
gonna kill you.
I'm not gonna throw my life
tell
away
us.
for that little pipsqueak.
Good. That's
Go
see,
ahead, my
now we're
friend.
coming to an understanding.
Well, that's what I've been saying. You didn't have to
what
kill
you-
my.
Oh,
you
no,
didn't
no,
have
no,
to
no,
kill
no.
him.
Oh, I
No one
just
said
touched
we were
him
gonna
and wake
kill
him
you.
back up.
Not original.
So he wakes back up again and he doesn't say anything. He just looks at you and shakes his head and looks back down at the table.
So let's hear it.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so he says, "I know this is probably pretty far fetched, but if you were to give me a parchment and a pen, I could show you on the map where he is."
I hand him a parchment and a pen.
My hands are tied.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my bow. I'm gonna
forgot that
aim it
part.
at his face.
No.
Untie him.
you know where you're
He
going.
moves, I shoot
No.
the shit out of him.
No.
Don't.
I will
don't.
not untie him. Nope.
We're not
He says,
untying you. You're going to explain to us, and we'll put it on the map.
Okay, the city of Narwhal. It is to the east on another island. It's the biggest city in the island chain. And he has a house that is, I would say, he gives you pretty detailed descriptions on how to get there from the docks, including, left, right, where to go, that kind of thing.
Right.
And he says,
What's
well-
around him?
what's around him, and he tells you all of that. He gives you that information, which I will give to you out of game kind of thing. I'll show you a map out of game.
That's fine.
Right.
Sure.
So it gives us all the information.
He gives you all the information about how to find him. He says, I could tell you why he hired us. I could tell you anything you want to know.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so apparently he'd been scamming money for quite some time,
We're aware.
and he had to leave in such a hurry he wasn't able to consolidate all of his money. So there's quite a large sum of money sitting around here somewhere. We don't know exactly where. But he can't get to it anymore because he can't come back. More than likely, his former boss is going to be finding it fairly soon, if he hasn't already. And yeah, he lost hundreds, if not thousands, of gold.
Gold?
Gold, yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh yeah, he'd been skimming for probably 20 years.
We
So
know.
his boss thought that he was rich. His boss was probably 50 times richer than he thought he was. He just didn't know it.
So you said it's on somewhere the boss will find it first. So it's somewhere over at Sir fucking Apple Bomb, right?
Yeah,
Applebaum.
it's at Applebaum's.
All right. Thank you for that information.
And it's not real well hidden.
Well, that means I'm gonna pay our good friend a visit to let him know.
Mm.
I'm
Yep.
going to.
He said he's still rich. And I would rest assured that if we don't go send back any information that the job is done, we won't be the last ones.
Oh, that's fine. As I said, whatever happens after we leave, I don't know.
Hmm.
But as myself, I said I will not kill you.
Did he specify dead or alive?
As in, for you guys?
Yes.
Heads.
Oh yeah, he wanted you all dead.
Hmm.
So I can ask you a question, my friend.
Sure.
If you don't make it out of here, the money that you have is just gonna sit somewhere and dissipate, right?
I thought you said that I was going to live.
I said I would let you live.
Yes.
Hey, they give us what they want. We ain't touching them. The guild.
I told you, man, this is out of my hands.
Well, they did kind of leave it to us. They left the room and everything.
Yes,
out
as a
of
matter of
my
fact,
debt.
if the money would just be gone.
Okay.
Okay, hold on a second. I want to talk to these guys privately real quick.
By yourself?
No, I'm talking to you guys, like Razul and Jack and
Oh, okay.
Bus.
'Cause I was about to leave.
So you want to talk to the rest of the party?
Mm-hmm.
How are you
So
going to
give me
do
a
that with
second.
them there?
I was just gonna use the chat, pull everybody aside for a little powwow, you know?
He's looking for story wise. How can we talk without them hearing us?
Oh, I can cast sleep on
Let's just
it.
Okay.
I mean,
So here's
So
the thing.
they had hoods, so you pull the hoods over and stuff cloth in their ears,
right.
Sure.
and then you come over here and
That
whisper.
works.
So here's the thing, right? They were sent over by Alexander. Okay.
Right.
They got half of the money when they got here. Alexander obviously wanted us dead. He didn't want us alive. So if we just take them back with us and they play it off like that, it's not going to work, right? That was my original thought.
No.
The thing about it is, the moment you let them escape this room, they're going to continue their job.
Yep.
They're
That's the
assassin.
real
That
problem.
is their code.
Hey, Kieran, can you answer the question I typed to you?
Oh, yeah, here. Give
Okay.
me a torch.
Thank you.
What is the Thieves Guild going to do when we leave? Is the question. Do you know? Bus?
They left it in our hands, and if it's in my hands, I'm reporting them straight to my academy.
I think they'll just dispose of corpses more than anything.
So the
Yeah.
guild will kill them.
I'm not saying they'll kill them, but I mean, if we leave them here and they're left to be here, they'll rob them for every penny, whether they're alive or dead. And he would actually start saying this a little bit louder. They'd rob them for any penny, live or dead. And if they're dead, they'll just take the corpse and put them someplace quiet.
See, here's the problem I'm having, because first of all, the quiet one, he's just been sitting there, hanging his head, doesn't
Yeah.
talk. Smart assy McGee over there gave us exactly what we wanted.
Yeah.
So what now? Are we just gonna thanks, bye, good luck? Like, I don't know. I feel kind of not okay about that.
Everything's
wanna
out of
leave,
my
that's
hands.
fine.
Mm,
But the moment if we tell them that they are allowed to go, they're going to continue their job.
I got one question, and Bus is willing to walk down to the quiet one. Did you help start the fire?
So you're talking to this
Okay.
guy?
Yeah.
mhm.
All right. So you walk down, you take the hood off of him, take the cloth out of his ears, and you say, "Did you help start the fire?" And he looks at you and he shakes his head no, and he puts his face down again.
Kill the
He's
other
coming
one and
with
let him
us.
go.
Bus cuts him free.
All right. So he doesn't move. He just kind of sits there.
Bus looks at him and goes, I know you made mistakes. A lot of folks have. What you do from now on is going to determine what you do for the rest of your life.
I would very highly recommend not coming after us.
So he looks up at Bus, shakes his head no, and looks down again.
Are you going to
Oh.
leave?
Just,
He looks at you, shakes his head no,
Shakes
and puts
his
his
head
head
no.
down again.
does he know what we're saying? It doesn't
He's
seem
an
like he knows
image.
what we're saying.
He doesn't speak common, does he?
What is his
Yeah,
race to begin
Like
with?
we would be able to tell that.
He's
what
human.
At least his race is.
He's human.
He's human, so common tongue would be his native tongue.
Is he a mute?
I don't know.
I mean, we asked him if he could talk, and he shook his head no. But he seemed to just be shaking his head no. So
Wait a minute.
Constantly.
Stop. What?
He's not an
the
image
guy-
because
the
I
little
just
guy,
touched him.
What was his, Sammy? What was his class back then?
He was a monk.
He was an assassin as well.
I thought he was a monk.
Alexander?
Yes.
Oh, Alexander's a monk. Yes, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Don't completely
They
out of game.
can
Don't monks
silence.
have the ability to silence?
Yes.
Oh,
Or possess.
wait.
Or, there's
So
a
then,
lot
how
of
can we fix that so he can?
we
talk?
We have no way to negate
Yeah, we
it.
don't have the ability. I don't even have the ability. I have to do it before it's cast. If that's what he did.
Okay, so Bus, you're sitting right next to him. You're standing right next to him. Roll an observation.
Oh, great. I'm sure I'm going to bomb this one.
Come on.
That's what luck
no
is for.
whammy.
Oh my god!
Jesus
Yep, it's an
fucking-
important role. Why the heck should I make it?
How
Can I
many times
try?
does he need to feel lucky?
Right.
6.
Okay, here's the thing. I can throw in 3, but then you guys will have to help me later if we need it.
Yeah, but if we throw in 3 and I throw in at least 2, that's half my luck too. So I mean,
Yeah.
I can throw in 2.
so
That's
we each
half
throw
my
in
luck,
2. Yeah, let's each throw in 2 to keep you a luck. And
All right.
Sure.
Yeah,
Alright,
we can
yeah.
do that.
Okay,
'Cause I-
so it's you guys all start to talk at once. Jack says something about monks have the ability to silence people, And Ascalabus turns and like nudges at the guy, and the guy's elbow hits the table, and it looks like it hits the table hard. The guy winces, right?
Hmm.
Right.
Made no noise.
He's got silence on him.
Oh.
Oh. Huh.
I know you
And-
can
and-
understand me and you can answer yes or no questions
Well, hold on,
with a
boss.
head nod.
Just one thing before you start to talk. He looked at you and he nodded his head and put his head down again. And when he did that, you saw something on the back of his neck.
Oh shit. What's on the back of his neck?
I guess I would look to see what's on the back of his neck.
So you go behind him and you pull his. I know what you're going to say to this. It's called a jerkin.
Yeah.
They pulled his
Yeah.
You pull the back of his jerkin down a little bit, and
I've been to a Ren fair.
and you see that he has been branded
Oh my god.
With a symbol we don't understand.
with a symbol you don't understand.
Would it be the same one that was on the bolt, maybe?
No,
Okay.
that was a non-magical. That was just like a maker's sigil.
Oh, he was branded by us? Oh. Oh, that's fucked. That's messed up.
Wait, what happened?
Dad said that the symbols on the bolt were non-magical.
Right.
Does that mean that the brand on the back of his neck is magical, and that's how Alexander silenced him?
Might not have been Alexander the Silenced it, but you don't know if it's magical or not.
Right.
Sure seems like an
Um,
awful big coincidence, though.
Doesn't it just? We need to take him to the
What's that room
Legion.
look,
Hang
so we
on.
don't know.
Hang on.
Hold on. So before you say anything, Wada, now Ascalabus, you started to talk to him.
Right.
Look, I know something happened to you. Keeps you from making noise. Doesn't mean you can't nod your head yes or no. Right?
He looks at you and gives a yes nod.
So you understand the words that I'm saying, correct?
Yes.
So I'm going to ask once again, and this is a very important question. Did you start or had anything to do with the fire at the inn?
He looks at you and cocks his head to the side and gives you a yes and a no.
So he was involved, but he didn't start the fire.
He probably blocked one of the doors.
And is your friend across the table, and he's willing to point at the noisy one, did he have anything to do with the fire?
And he nods yes.
Okay, so that guy's dead.
Second question, and again, very important that you answer truthfully. Did he give us all of the information about Alexander?
And
red
he nods no.
Oh. No, huh?
Hey, Bus.
Yeah,
Can you ask him if he can give us all the information?
he can't talk.
No, ask him the question.
I'll ask. My friend wants to know if you can give us what he forgot.
And he looks at you and doesn't shake his head either way. He doesn't quite know how to answer it.
Do you have your quill and parchment, Jack?
I do.
Lay it in front of him.
Can he write?
Let's see.
Oh,
Okay, so you
yeah.
put the quill and parchment in front of him.
Go ahead, Bus, ask him.
What are we forgetting? What did he forget?
he looks up at you and shakes his head. No,
You can't read or write.
no.
All right. Ask him if he I don't want to do that. I can't do it.
Did
Jeez.
Alexander brand him?
No.
Huh.
All right. Ask him if he'll keep hunting us.
Are you going to keep hunting us?
He sits there for a little bit and thinks about it. And he gives a sigh that none of you can hear. I mean, he sighs, but doesn't make any
Right, he's
noise.
silent.
That he shakes his head yes.
All right, it's y'all's choice what happens. I'm leaving. I'm gonna step out, Dave, and just step in.
Kieran,
Hmm.
can I have another torch?
Yep.
So, Bus, what you're realizing is he really can't return. You know that if you're sent on a mission, you really can't return.
Yeah.
So basically, he either has to finish the job or just never go back to that city again.
Right.
He could stay in Coventry, though. He could
Is
stay
he-
here and join
He's-
this guild.
I don't think this guild would want him.
The quiet ones, they're both still tied to their chairs, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If anybody has anything else, now'd be the time to bring it up. Otherwise, I'm going to make a very quick and rash decision.
Can I use sense magic on the silent one?
You can easily, sure.
I think this lets me get
It
an
lets
idea of
you
what happened.
understand if there is a magic on him or not, and that's it. You don't know what type it is. You can
Oh.
just sense magic.
Well, we
Well,
kind of already know.
But we don't really. We
Yeah.
know, but our characters don't.
Screw it.
So, yeah, one creature per level is magical or has magic abilities. Yeah, he's got some sort of enchantment on him.
Okay. Yeah, it is magic. Well, unfortunately, there's not much else we have. I guess it's up to you, Bus. Leave it in your hands.
Leave it to the guild. We gave them our word. Said that if they gave us what we wanted, we would let them live. It's up to the guild.
Well, he represents the guild, Kyrian.
Fuck. I'm
Why don't you
leaving.
go ahead and go?
I think I will. Good luck to you, sir.
You sure you good, Bus?
Yeah, I won't be long.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. Fuck. I'm going out.
Hello, Jack. Hello, Kieran.
Yeah, whatever happens in there is not going to be pretty.
I
Do you
Don't-
want me to tell you what I do, Dave, or do you want me to type it to you?
type it to him. I don't think any of the other characters want to know.
I mean, I don't mind. I like
don't
knowing
care.
the story, so.
Yeah.
All right, no, actually type it to me because they aren't there.
Okay, so it's W/GM, right?
Correctamundo.
Or
I'm
you could
going.
just do /W David, because it'll go straight to him. It'll still whisper straight to him.
Yeah, I put the things in the wrong order.
I need to use the restroom. I'm sorry. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going to be typing for a little bit.
I'm gonna talk to Jack and say, my friend, I tried.
I know we both tried not to have it end like this.
I didn't want to hurt them.
No, I know. I played hardball, but in the end, it was a foregone conclusion that this was going to be their end.
I believe Bus will take it into good nature.
So the talkative one is like, "Hey, you said you were going to let us live. What the hell, man?"
I don't believe Bust ever said anything.
Bus is the guild, so
Right. Well, that's what I was getting at when Sammy's character was like, "Well, we told him we'd let him live." I'm like, he represents the guild, and like started walking away. They didn't take into consideration that Eric's character might be working for the guild.
I did.
And I would let a guild member know what I did.
Well, they're right outside, so it's fine.
Right.
I mean, like, we walk out, we see the four of them standing there. I'm like, ugh. Give them the look like what's in there is not pretty, I'm sure.
Game fun, Gabriel.
All right. So you three out here
Bus is eerily calm.
start
when
to
he leaves the
hear
room.
screaming coming from inside the room.
Hey, Bus.
Bus, what did you do?
And then, yeah, so you hear screaming come from inside the room.
Bus then explains to the guards what he did.
Do you want me to go back and get our information once it's done?
I don't think there's going to be much left.
I can still commune with them.
Not if they don't have a jaw.
Actually.
Actually.
That doesn't stop them.
Actually, yes, I
That does
can.
not stop them.
Oh, you can. You can. And I thought they had to be mechanically able to talk.
Nope.
The spirit will not lie.
Oh, the spirit. Fair.
Yeah, I'm
thinking speak with dead, not commune with dead.
Right.
That's my fault.
Do you want me to go get our information?
You can try.
All right,
Dave,
so are you going to
whatever.
wait for the screaming to stop?
Yeah.
I'd recommend for the screaming to stop.
I already think I know what happened.
I'm gonna go with Razul.
Bus, I believe that you done what was good for the party.
Mm-hmm.
And no ill nature from me, my friend.
Same for me.
I tried it my way. I wanted to be nice about it.
Well, it was a foregone conclusion that they couldn't go home and they can't stay here, so
Right. But
Again, just glad the dog wasn't with us.
Oh, he
I
would
don't know
have.
how to handle that.
next time a situation like this arises, I'll be the one to take care of it so you don't have to.
Hopefully we won't have a situation like this next time.
Oh, I'm talking about any interrogation, my friend.
Fair.
And there's I will handle it for you if this is what it comes to. You took one for the team, my friend.
Sorry, guys, I'm back.
That's okay.
Oh no.
What?
I'm waiting for the screaming to stop so I can go commune with the dead.
Oh God, screaming!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Buzz pulled the old spy movie end of interrogation.
I'm gonna look at Karen.
all right,
and
so
say,
Razul, I'm turning you like this
all right.
because you're not able to see through the doors at this time. Okay.
Oh, that's fine, man. Don't worry. I just put myself at an angle so I can see everybody.
I know.
It's nothing to deal with being able to see stuff. It's so I can see everybody.
So,
cool. Karen, I think it might be best for you to stay out here when we walk back in.
Yeah.
eye for an eye, I take it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
A lot of innocent people had to die over stupidity.
yeah.
I think he gave them the same treatment that the people had.
That's what I was implying with the eye for an eye.
Yeah.
Oh God, you burn them alive, Blake.
Jack, it might be best for you to stay out here.
I've seen worse, believe me.
All right. So, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna walk in and talk to them.
Follow the result.
Okay,
Yeah,
Ooh,
am I
I'm
good to go in?
you're good to
staying
go
out
in.
here.
All right, I walk in.
Okay, you get right to there, and you need to roll an awareness.
Oh yay! I have. No, I'm feeling lucky.
Okay, so you feel lucky, and something comes at you from both sides.
Oh yay!
Yeah.
So, right. Uh, basically, what looks like happened was there's charring over here on the chairs. This chair
Alright.
is actually both chairs are on their sides. It looks like a fire started. They kicked themselves over, got free, and are up.
That's what I figured.
So you go walking in, and you are actually going to get. I'm going to move you out of the way just for a second so that
Go
I
ahead.
can do.
Oh
Oh
fuck!
god! I can't outrow that.
All right, so now let's put you back. Everybody gets to have an initiative.
That's what I figured. I have not rode good the past couple games.
Sammy goes, I know. Okay, so did it. Okay, so it looks like everything has
Incremented, yeah.
incremented good. Okay, so that is this guy right here, Noisy Dude. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is let me give him a name.
I've just been calling him cocky asshole.
She's getting ready to be.
Are we hearing any of this scuffling going on, or
Well, it just happens really, really
Oh, yeah.
fast.
okay?
So he goes
What are your
walking in the
names?
room and
I
he.
can't see them.
You won't be able to see them.
No.
He did that on purpose.
Oh, cocky asshole and silent dude. Okay, cool.
He said that was being called cocky asshole. So on a 20, cocky asshole attempts to tackle
I'm gonna.
Razul.
Can I ask something?
What's that?
Because okay, these guys have just got the shit beat out of them by the Thieves Guild. So are they gonna be at like? How are their emotions gonna be? Because the way I'm thinking of this, they're gonna have a negative on things.
You
But
don't
I'm
know.
just- okay.
They've been beat with an inch of their life and set on fire. I don't know what
They
they were
weren't
able to do.
beaten within an inch of their life. They were beaten,
They were
but
beaten.
but they also talked
Right.
so that they wouldn't be beaten as badly.
Yeah, that's all I was asking. It's just a me thing. It's
Right. Now, the fire burned the ropes off of their feet, but they still got burned.
Yeah, I
Right,
should have been more specific as to where on the chair I said I was starting the torch, but sure.
All you said was that you're setting the chairs on fire.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Again, didn't think I need to be that specific about it, but
Well,
sure.
okay, so how are you going to set the chairs
I'm
on fire?
fine with it.
I'm fine with the fight. Let's
do it.
do the fight.
So
This will actually make me feel better.
They're trained
what's that?
to see this happening.
Boy, I didn't hear that at all. You cut out.
Hello?
Is he cutting out for anybody else?
God, starting in a row.
No, not
Oh, he had doors being.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Up way the heck down.
Is it everybody? Everybody's. Oh. Everybody's robo.
Okay, is it better?
Yeah,
think so.
I think it's trying to come back
It's trying now.
because I'm
Okay.
watching the delay go down. Yeah, it just went down.
There
to
we go.
41.
Wow, that
Okay.
was wild.
Okay,
You remember NetSplits, Dave? That means one of their servers took a shit.
Yeah. Well, oh well, that's
it
life.
happens.
Okay,
As I
so
said,
on
they're
a
strange
20,
people, so
cocky asshole attempts to tackle Razul. So he's going to roll a D100,
Ooh.
Huff.
and Razul
Sorry.
gets to try and use his defense.
That seems about right.
So he grabs Razul and tackles him to the ground and attempts to choke him out. Meanwhile, this guy
Good.
is going to turn and wait for the next person to come through the door. Ascalabus, you hear Razul go, ah! And you hear a thunk as he,
Yep.
you know, he opens the door and walks through and just gets taken out.
Serious
Sure.
question, Dave.
Go ahead.
Which way do the doors swing?
The doors will
In or
swing
out?
in.
Oh.
So
Well, actually,
if
they'd have to swing. They'd have to swing out.
Yeah.
They'd have to swing out. I'm trying to think. Yeah, the doors would swing out. They'd have to. Otherwise, they would have been able to do that. They'd have had to hide behind the doors and can come out.
Yeah.
So they swing out towards you guys, and they are open now, so you guys can all see.
Oh,
in.
okay. I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if they were still closed. I'm like, if they swing in, you could just bang the door and the guy's going down.
That's my thought too. At one time. So Escalabus will, I guess, take his free 5 in the doorway, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
And if one's choking out Razul, he's going to go to the other one.
Okay.
And I would like to backstab if possible.
Okay. You won't be able to backstab because he can see you there. Oh, you're gonna actually use. Let me see. I don't think you can use backstab because he's not engaged.
Okay.
So let me look at backstab real quick. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, you could technically 5-foot step into the guy in front of me because he's engaged with Razul.
No, I'd have to take a 10 to do that, I think.
No, you.
Oh, I could take a diagonal 5.
Right, and I could go diagonal.
So
towards the
so I
other
guess
guy.
yeah, let's figure out that ruling, and that might change what I do then.
Right.
When attacking from behind, a successful backstab roll instead of an attack will deal the foe an automatic critical. So character does not have to be sneaking, nor does he have to be attacking from surprise. You are not behind either one of them, so you would not be able to backstab.
Okay.
Okay, well then we'll change the other idea. I'll just do a straight up attack on the standing guy then.
Okay, so on him, on silent dude.
On silent dude who's standing.
And that is going to hit, so you do 16 damage to his foot.
Ouch!
Just fucking scimitar him in the foot.
God damn it.
That should actually be 17, Dave.
It should be?
Because with combat 3, isn't that +5?
Did I not update your stuff? Question mark?
No, it's
You
+4.
updated my. No, you didn't.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, because my ADP is 34.
And you're still sitting at second level. God damn it, I forgot to update your shit.
That's okay.
All right, so this is going to be 3. This is going to be 3. What is your AP?
AP is 34.
34. 34. What are your hit points?
41.
Yeah, I forgot to do all that. God
Oh,
bless
fine.
it. Which is going to make your DP then
17.
17. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry, guys.
Meh, I'll catch it. I'll catch it when I need it. That's why I keep the sheet up.
And so your attack is going to be +5. Actually, Combat 3.
Yeah.
Look at something real quick.
Combat 3 with no damage plus on the strength.
Right. So you had 4. So then you're going to be 7 because it's going to give you an additional +3.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yes.
Wow, good job. Good catch.
So instead of 16, which was +4, we're going to add 3 more. So that's going to be 19.
And because of exploit weakness, it ignores 2 ABS.
He doesn't have any.
Fair.
He's in clothing. Oh, hello.
Oh.
There we go.
Cat said hi.
Okay, so you go whackety whack, and he goes. He looks like he yells something, but
He's silent, so
he's silent. Nothing comes out.
And Escalabus would yell something to the effect of, "We still got company."
So then this guy tries to kick you in the face.
Oh,
Sure.
Oh, horribly.
right.
Roll your
Kicks him in the
DP.
shins instead.
Defend.
No, because it's not that high. So he attempts to kick you, and you realize that he's got very good form,
Mm,
but he misses.
interesting. Okay.
On a 10, Kieran and Cocky Asshole go at the same time. And so I got to check something on Razul.
What's up, man?
I got to check something on your character sheet, which I did not have pulled up. So I got to pull that up. So Razul, Cocky Asshole has Razul around the neck and grabs him has him by the throat, and he says, "Don't come another step closer. I'll break his fucking neck."
It's not gonna do him a lot of good.
So Kieran on a 10, also on a 10, I should say.
we're moving at the same time. That's concerning.
Yep. So as you do something, he starts to yell things out. So this is happening simultaneously.
Do I have a decent shot on him? I can't tell.
With Ascalabus in the way, you'd have to take a 5-foot step over to do it.
Fuck.
But you're not getting closer, so you're still following his rules.
That doesn't mean anything, though.
Fair.
Whatever. I'm doing it. 5-foot step. Shooting him.
All right. He
Gosh,
just
that
has
would
to
be-
suck it up because
His hands are engaged.
his hands are engaged. So he is going to take 8 damage. Actually, no. Because you've got bow 3. So that is 2 plus 9. So you're going to do 11 points. After we get done tonight, I'll be sure to update everybody's characters. I'm so sorry.
I think
Oh,
you
you're
updated
fine.
mine.
I don't think I did.
Oh, really? Tributes. I'm level 3 on mine.
Did I start to do yours or did you do yours?
I didn't do mine.
Okay. So I started and then Squirrel and Holiday Week.
Sure.
It's
Right.
okay.
To be fair, it's a lot of updating.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
Jack on a 9.
I'm gonna move up on him.
Okay, you
At
take a
10.
step up. And so he's like, Okay, that didn't work. I yelled, I'm going to break his fucking neck. These guys don't seem to care.
You yelled at the indifferent lizard.
I'll break his fucking neck. And Jack steps
God
up
damn.
and does what?
88 attack and 26 damage to the body.
Oh, God.
Ooh,
Oh God.
that's that 4d10 plus 2.
He's grappling, so his choices are to either let go and try and dodge
Right.
away.
That would probably be the smart decision. Well, not the smart decision. Well, there really is no smart decision.
Oh.
Rizul basically big like, I have
Okay,
Smart
so
decision
like,
was to
"No,
stay
you
and
will
die in the
not
fire.
die!"
what
Wah.
he's going to try and do is he's going to try and position it to where Rizul is in his way.
That's what I was
Okay.
worried about.
So if he beats your attack with this roll, then that means instead of the attack missing, that means he moved Rizul into the way. Now, this is
Right.
just going to be a straight D100. He's not going to add anything.
Come on, no whammy, no whammy.
Oh,
Yeah!
no.
Not even close. So
Not
you-
even close. I'm just like blood and vinegar. Bonk.
what is your combat?
1.
Combat 1, and it hasn't gone up?
I haven't taken any more combat.
Okay, so you do 27 because it's +1 per level.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's going to
'cause
be
it's-
27 points.
Right.
Oh, that hurt him really badly. Ascalabus on a 5.
Right. Well, with my second attack, I will go back to the tall one.
So the one that's standing, and you go, bad news, dude.
No.
Oof.
Jesus Christ. I'm rolling just as bad for combat as you guys were for your skills.
Yeah.
So you're going to do, I actually fixed that, so it's going to do 17 damage on Dude Man. Razul on a 3.
I can't. I mean, I can still talk.
You can, no, he's got you around the throat.
I don't know how well I can keep his grip when he just got hit with a fucking morning star.
Yeah,
Mm,
well,
that's his decision.
Right.
so you could try and make an opposed strength check to get away. I know, but you could try.
Hey, he's been rolling shitty. You never know.
It's
Right.
worth a shot.
I'll try it, dude. Just D100 below my strength or over.
D100 plus your strength. It's opposed.
Shit. Oh, dude, that's only like a 15. You know that, right?
I know.
You might roll a 9.
Oh!
The gods have willed it so.
Holy shit.
What? Oh, damn.
So he
Maybe
adds his
rolling a
strength in
1.
his. So yeah,
It's way higher.
he grabs hold of you still. On a 2, Silent Dude is going to try and, oh boy. He is going to try and bowl through Ascalabus.
Okay.
So Ascalabus is going to get an attack of opportunity on him.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So there's the attack of opportunity.
Oh,
I
fuck!
think he's done.
Oh,
He's done.
So, yeah, so he gets about this far, and Ascalabus just takes his fucking head off.
Nope.
Jesus.
Clothesline. Bonk.
Actually, minus 23, because I fixed yours. Minus
You got it.
22.
I'm fixed. Yeah, Ascalabus is good from now on for attacks.
All right, so
He's done.
he's done.
He just tries to go between us and you just clobber him with your fucking open arm.
Cocky asshole is going to attempt to
Snap my fucking neck.
snap your fucking neck, but he's not trained in that. He was kind of bluffing, and at the same time, Kieran's going to shoot at him again.
Damn fucking straight AM.
So go ahead and do your shot, Kieran.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
Wow. And so here's what he's going to try and do. He is going to try and roll an attack, and he has to crit to do this because this is kind of an unarmed thing. So if it's a 99 or an odd, he is indeed going to snap your neck. Otherwise,
Ready.
he's just going to die to the arrow.
Okay.
Here we go.
Nope.
Nope.
Not even close.
All right.
Adrenaline's a hell of a thing.
He's just gonna falls backwards.
Right. So these guys were already hurt.
Right.
So that helped a little bit.
Right.
Didn't help. That
This
Tony
guy
got-
here didn't have any unarmed combat skill. This guy did. But
yeah,
he didn't
I
start
did-
it. He didn't start out as a monk, so he didn't have the monk's dodge.
yeah.
Right.
So wait a minute. This one's the silent one, right?
This is
Nope.
the silent one right here.
Okay, so this one I can. Well, once I catch my breath.
He's the one we want to raise. Yep.
Yeah, that's the one I'm raising him.
I'm.
Commune.
I guess it
Community
really wouldn't
with him.
matter because he didn't actually get hurt.
Where is my
Wow.
commune?
What? You still haven't taken any damage. That's impressive.
Mhm.
Let's say I should probably do first aid on you, but you didn't take any damage. He just throttled you.
Just.
All right, Dave. I'm casting commune with dead.
All right, so let's get rid of this douche.
I'm gonna assume like I just kind of like pick you up, like you all right, dude? Like
And you're like, he's
I'm
like,
already.
I'm fine. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I'm a man on a mission.
And so, yeah, the spirit rises up above him, and he goes in Havling,
Gnomish.
in Gnomish.
no, Mitch.
Hi, whatever.
What's up, buddy?
Fucker.
How's it going?
Where's your
Record
money
scratch.
Dead.
located?
You probably wondered how I got here.
Well, straight up, very first thing I asked, where's your money located? Motherfucker had me in a chokehold. I'm gonna get paid for getting my head almost ripped off.
Right.
You do you.
I don't think any of us are gonna question you finding his money. Seriously.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
It's
I was
stealing from Alexander, so like
preparing to burn them alive. So
So you
say,
where
I
is your
really
extra
can't do
money?
judgments.
Yes.
Right.
There is none.
That's what I
Yeah.
figured. Okay. I'm gonna
What?
ask for all the information that he didn't give us. I want everything. So
Okay.
that's outside of game.
Okay, so he does have a ship at the harbor, and he gives you the name of the ship.
Okay.
There is a code word that he has to give
Okay.
to say that the job is done, and then they'll set sail. If the code word is not given and he comes on and set sail, then they are to sail back immediately and let Alexander know the job was not completed.
So pretty much we're gonna have more coming after us, boys. And
I'm
girl.
not shocked.
Was there anything else we needed?
He tells you, so you only wanted him to tell you everything he didn't already. He didn't tell you that Alexander is set up in a very, very rich area,
Mm-hmm.
and he's already hired several guards. He's no longer playing the butler role.
Makes
Right.
sense.
He's taking full advantage of, now he's playing the role of a fake noble.
Okay.
Makes sense. If we're gonna move up.
All right.
Right.
Anything else we need to ask them, guys? Because I just
Whatever other questions that you want to ask away. Anybody can suggest.
yeah.
how many guards?
Last I knew, he probably had 15, 20 guards at his house.
Oh boy, we're.
Did he give us the code word already?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what he's telling us in the everything he knows.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just double checking because the way Dad described it, he didn't say that he gave us the code, just that there was one. So I'm just double checking.
Man,
Fair.
where's Harvey at when I need him so we can take
Right.
the dead bodies to the fucking collegiate or to the collegium to
church.
turn them in.
Well,
Anyway.
The Collegium already
beautiful-
knows.
yeah, the
Right.
Collegium knows. The Thieves Guild will take care of the bodies.
All right. Well, I'm done, so I'm just gonna leave.
Okay, so you're like, all right, I'm done with you. and
Yeah,
his
I just-
spirit dissipates.
I'm gonna look at my two friends here and Kieran and say, I appreciate you all having my back.
Oh, no problem.
Sorry we
that
couldn't
guy-
get him off sooner.
Oh, it's
I saw
fine,
that guy
guys.
throttling you, and I'm just like, not my buddy.
Yeah, the guy had
Oh.
no hand-to-hand combat skills at all. I mean, he had regular
imagine,
combat
like,
skills.
Can you imagine you're throttling somebody and the priest pulls out a big ass fucking morning star?
Right. So it's like,
Wait, the
stay
fucking
back,
healer?
stay back. Well, at that point, they really didn't have anything to lose.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just
No.
saying, like, you know, like the healer just pulls out this big ass morning star, it's just like blood and vinegar. Like, wait, what?
Blood and vinegar.
I'm gonna look at
Right.
Excalibur and say, "You've been working on your form there, bud."
That's
They
worth the
fucked
time.
up. They fucked up so bad. They pissed off the priest to the point of, "I'm going to murder your face."
Well, at that point, it was self-defense.
Right.
True.
Wow. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Fair.
We can get hooded out here. We need to go talk to the guards. We need to go talk to the house. We need to go talk to Alpha Bomb. We got a lot of stuff to do.
Right.
Well, let's go to Gregor first. So we can get paid.
Before we go, is there anything of value on these guys? That
I don't
we-
look-
Oh
No.
no, they're wearing nothing but clothing right now.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
just, I'm just
and
thinking.
if
I
they
don't mean
did
like
bones,
value we could say. I meant like, is there anything like mission specific? Sorry, I like.
no, yeah,
Oh.
the guild would have picked him clean before they interrogated him.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh, the
I-
thieves
I-
guild. Come on.
yeah, no, I didn't mean like that. I meant like things of like evidence, like things that help
Oh,
us
yeah.
with the mission, not.
No, we
Um,
got it.
I would like to take a picture of the brand, like mentally.
Of the
I
what?
can like
The
use.
brand,
I can.
okay.
I can write it down. I can make a picture. Like we have read and
Sure.
write.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Like,
Yeah, he can't read and write.
Can you? Can
No,
you?
we can.
Well, so one of you sketches it as best you can. I mean, if nothing else, you can trace it from the back of the guy's fucking neck.
As you're saying, just
True.
put the paper on the neck and just color it. And
Right.
that's a thought.
Okay, so
I'm
we've
gonna look at-
gotten
yeah.
the brand. Sorry.
I had a really
Uh,
stupid idea for that. Why don't we take some ink and just rub it into the brand and then just put the paper against
Yeah.
the brand?
Do a
Yeah,
print.
just
I
like
mean,
a list.
whatever. We
Reprint
get
it.
we get the symbol that we can take to the Collegium and show them and be like, hey, what's
Hey,
this?
Yeah,
Hey,
something
bud,
we can reference.
I think it's
Yeah.
time for you to start learning to read and write, buddy.
Right, I'll pencil that in.
So you'll pencil that in, or do you want to sit down and actually let us teach you?
He starts walking away.
Broke the thief.
All right.
Hood
Put
us
me
up,
up.
guys.
Get the hell
Yeah.
out of here.
Mentally, he's never missed Dog Boy more than right now.
Right.
This is all the shit Harvey normally gets. God damn it.
Suddenly, I'm the dumbest one.
Yeah. Oh
Aw.
no,
Ooh,
I'm still the dumbest one.
All right, so
I'm the dumbest one, even with Harvey.
Yeah.
I know.
So this guy
Okay, so
right
going
here
back to
goes,
Guild
I'm sorry to have to do this to you again, but and he holds the hoods out.
That's fine.
Yeah, right.
So you hood up. You guys all hood up.
Yeah,
Yep.
no,
Yeah.
we're not arguing it.
Okay, they spin you
not.
around.
Gentlemen,
Right
it's been a
round,
pleasure.
baby. Right round.
See you on the other side, bus.
Right. So then they pull you up, and what's funny is, you know, Ascalabus can see all of this, but like they take you on, and you can see Ascalabus that they take him out, and they spin him around, then they march him like 15 feet, they spin him around, they march him back to the exact same place, spin him around. They're like going random directions all over the place, and every time they put him somewhere, they spin him around, and then they come you back, and you're right back here where you started at, and they take the hoods off, and there you stand. And Ascalabus is like, oh, okay, I know how to get to the headquarters downstairs.
It's worth the membership.
Right.
What are we doing?
I think Dave's waiting for the thing to load in.
Oh.
No, did I not move you?
No.
No.
we're
Sitting
still
in
in
the
the-
thing.
Oh, for
We're
fuck's
staring at
sake!
a thief
Spinning
guild.
around in place, like, okay.
I thought I moved you. I'm so sorry.
Perpetually.
No,
I'm
it's
getting
all
very
good.
nauseous,
Like, we
sir.
come back out, we're like, whoa, bus, what? Ugh.
Ooh,
They really
blah.
just spin us that many times coming out? Like, ugh.
Oh yeah, well that's the point. Because now what they have to do when they were spinning you the first time, it was just so you can't remember how you were moving. Now that you were there, they have to double first to get the memory out, and then also to reorientate you so you can't do it in reverse. And he
Fair.
smiled.
Glad I took all those points in sense direction.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
the funny thing is that like we're smart enough, like I am, to
Yeah.
actually understand everything you're saying.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
But I think both you and I are like, yeah, we get it. It's like
Right, and Bones possibly could with his direction sense.
No,
could-
I don't actually have it. I was just making.
Oh,
fun.
okay. I was gonna say with
Yeah,
the
no, with
crit
sense direction,
roll.
you could probably skullduggery it out.
Well,
Alright, so
you'd
we
have
need
to. You'd probably have to make a critical on your direction sense because you would have had to remember every twist and turn and
right.
We know that Bus knows the way, so if we ever became a thing, like
right. This is where I started at. Then I turned this.
Yeah.
right.
So if we're at the Collegium right now, right?
You're
Or
at the
Guild
Collegium
Hall?
right now,
No, Guild Hall.
or at the
right?
Guild Hall.
So can we go up to the front desk and talk and see what we need to do about our house?
Oh, okay.
I guess we're here, so.
It's fair to be like we're
We're
being
here,
honest.
so
Good morning, ladies.
Oh no. Wait.
Yeah, no, the
Thanks,
big one's
Lord.
gone.
Where's no? You're the biggin. What about is the
Harvey's
talkative one
busy.
isn't here?
no.
Harvey's
Not
busy.
today.
Ah.
He's fine. Don't worry.
Oh, he's actually out learning how to cook meat pies.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
learning hand pies.
He's
How to-
standing. He's standing at. He's helping a guy out, the hand pie guy.
Right.
Mhm.
So what he's doing is he's helping him cook for today, and he's learning how to do it, so that he could help him for like an hour a day when you guys are in town, and he'll get free meat pies.
Nice.
Alright.
So.
All right. Anyway, these girls seem upset that Harvey isn't here.
Oh no! They don't see him, so they seem happy that Harvey's not there.
Hello.
We're giving you a break for the day.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, so what can I do for you? They look all bright and cheery.
We acquired a house, and we need to know who we need to report to about it.
Have you spoken with anybody at the city hall?
No. That is why we were here. I thought we would ask to see what would be the right footing to go.
Yeah, I would probably talk to city hall. I mean, when you say acquired a house, what do you mean?
Guy
The
in it before us died. We took it over.
Did
We inherited
he give it to anyone or sell it or anything like that?
No.
No.
We were doing a mission for him. I'm going to be honest about it.
Right.
We came back to turn in the mission and talk to him. He told us everything. We left. We came back the next day to talk to him again. He was in his bath with boaters on top of him. When I
there was
said
no documentation or anything about the
nothing,
house. So.
nothing.
Okay.
We're just being honest.
Did the Thieves Guild say it was a safe house?
No,
am I
it's
wrong in
not
that?
It was
It's
not
safe
a. It was
house.
not a
It's not.
safe house.
It was not their
Okay,
safe house.
sorry. That's what it was. Sorry.
No, this is
Forgive
not one of ours.
Right.
me. There.
Yeah, I'd go to city hall.
All right, cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna
thank
go
you.
and step a look at the board and see if there's anything of interest.
Nothing
Oh
new.
god.
Okay, cool.
All right, Dead Razor. You might have to talk to a mayor. Are you all right with that?
Yeah,
Well,
I like
probably
this
you're
town.
probably not the mayor.
I like this town.
She says probably not the mayor. You'd probably just have to talk to somebody, in the office of deeds or whatever.
All right, cool.
Sure.
Let's go there, Dave.
Okay. So you step
Go
out,
up,
you come back.
step
It
back
looks
in.
really the same because I don't have a government building
know.
made. It's one guy and one girl this time.
Nice. Hello.
Hello, welcome to the Registrar of Deeds. What can I do for you today?
We acquired a house from a guy that died.
Okay, and did he leave it to you in his will?
There was no will or nothing. It was there's no note of anything. We searched the house and there's nothing.
We literally picked it clean.
Yeah, we tried.
I wouldn't say that. We checked for documents and things of that nature and found none.
He had horrible silverware that didn't go for much.
Oh, good God. Bust.
Anyway,
You
we're gonna
know-
keep talking. I'm gonna explain the whole story, Dave, so we don't have to go through the spill again.
Okay, so 33% means that she knows the story of the guy that was found dead in the house.
Okay.
Because you told the
I've been truthful with everyone.
yeah, you even told the guards, and the guard knew about it. So that was not. I mean, there's murders in this town, but not a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and we've pretty much proven we tried to do everything but murder him.
right.
Right. And the guards said themselves that there was no crime committed, just to.
So they say, okay, hold on one second. So the person gets up, wanders back, and is gone. Says, take a seat. I'll be right back.
I'm sure
worry.
it will all work out.
I'm just gonna lean up against the wall.
Okay, so you lean up against the wall for a little bit.
Wild rover for many a
Still, still ringing at my neck from the chokehold earlier. Still feeling the effects.
I look at Rizal. I'm like, do you want me to take a look at your neck?
I don't think they done too much to me, bud.
All right, so
All
she
right.
comes back and she's got a sheath of papers in her hand. She goes, "Do you know what the guy's name was?"
Philip Disler.
Oh boy.
Philip.
Yeah, I mean that's the name he's going with.
Okay, so the house was vacant. It was bought by. That wasn't the name Philip Disler.
Oh,
And it was sold. And she's flipping through the papers. So.
It'd be Gregor.
All right, so it looks to have changed hands several times recently.
Okay.
Okay.
Some of these names are I've never heard of before. Some of them are like companies that have bought it.
Okay.
Banks, for sure.
No, not banks. Just like this one.
Tomb Raider?
This lumber company, the Circle Lumber Company bought it. But we have no records of the Circle Lumber Company anywhere else. It's just the name that they gave us.
So it seems like a fake.
It's a front. Yeah.
Yeah, so this has changed hands several times. Tell you what, pay taxes on the thing, it's yours.
How much taxes?
It's like 6 copper a year.
All right, I'll give it to you.
Wow, thanks, Rizal.
Wow. Are you sure you don't want us to help?
No, I put it on the table. This is for you all helping me today.
We also have 24 gold. We have 24 copper in party funds too, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, we're fine. Don't worry.
All right, so there you go.
Wow, that was a bargain.
Well, I mean,
right.
you don't usually pay annually, but we'll write it down that you've paid taxes
paid
for
up
the
for the
next
year?
year.
Wow.
Awesome. Thank you all.
It's usually monthly, but
Well, then tell them not to come by our house then.
I'm sure we'll see the tax collector in a month anyway.
yeah, here. So she scribbles something down and hands it to you.
All right,
Nice.
I pocket it.
Okay.
Is it a deed to house?
It's a phone number, Razul.
Ooh, baby. She likes them little.
Ow.
No, actually,
hey.
it's a receipt for payment, and it's
Oh.
got the official seal of the
It's notarized.
deed. Right. Well, not really notarized, but yeah,
Well,
All right,
they're
cool.
in
they're
essence.
government officials. It's probably notarized.
Right.
All right, cool. The next step is we need to go report to the Collegium.
Sure.
I'm okay with that.
I'm just trying to get all of our.
Yep.
I'm just
It's
checklisting
errand
it.
day.
Yeah.
There you go. You're back.
Hello.
It's 2 dudes, because it's the Collegium.
Hello. How
Yes.
did you-
Oh God, it's them.
Harvey's not with us.
With us today.
Oh, so just the friends then.
Yeah, just the
Indeed.
What can we do for you today? They brighten up.
We were told to report. Yes, the romance.
Putting the romance in there.
I like that.
That's awesome. Oh, that's amazing.
All right.
Wow.
Anywho,
Yeesh.
All right. Anyway,
God.
we are here to report because we were told to come here after the fire last night.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, seem like you're really on top of it there, bud.
Well, I'm not the one
I
that's
know,
investigating it. I'm just the guy at the front desk.
We just got told to report, my friend. I'm just making.
Okay.
We get small talk. No
Yeah.
pun intended.
All right. So after a little bit, let's see. Do I have a wizard guy on here? I do.
Wasn't he over? Yeah, so is it right over there?
Yeah, he's just right over there. I couldn't remember. Well, I've got thieves over here. I've
he's
got wizards
got
over
a
here.
building in each one.
Yeah, I've just got. So he comes over and he says, "Oh yes, hello.
Howdy, my friend.
Hello.
We were told to come report to you.
Okay. Did they say why?
The guy that I helped with talking to the people that had sadly passed away told us to report in the morning.
Got
That's
ya.
it.
Okay.
But I think you probably have note of maybe that the issue was taken care of.
That I hadn't heard. I heard that the perpetrators had been found.
That is what I meant.
Oh, yes. So, yeah. Do we know if we're able to get reparations from those guys for the victims?
If you really need to know, I would talk to the Thieves Guild.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, that's all I can put you in touch with.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, we'll talk to them. You, by the way, are no longer under any suspicion whatsoever. So
Okay.
your
Free to go.
involvement is done from our end.
All right, thank you.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Who we
Now,
not talking
Apple
to?
Bottom.
Oh, okay. Apple.
Yep,
Bottom.
let's
Who
go
we
talk
not
to
talking
Gregor, boys.
We're doing a lot of
Errand time,
errand work.
errand time. Yep.
Who we
We're
for?
actually
Uh,
finishing up a lot of story and everything.
Tying up
just
some
now.
loose ends.
Right.
What was Harvey's alias? I always forget.
Barney and
Barney.
Bartman.
Barney's busy learning how to make hand pies.
Right. Actually, doesn't Gregor know your names?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he knows
Okay.
who we are.
Yeah.
Gregor knows exactly who we are.
Right, but I don't know why he was saying Barney then. That was down at the docks. That's the only time you've
I
used
was
it.
being a smart ass.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so
that.
you guys
Remember
walk all the way to
alias
Gregor's
version.
house. It's been kind of a
We're
busy
Barney and friends.
day.
Barney. Oh my god!
No, stop it.
Hello again to all my friends.
Ah, I hate it.
Do not tell Ben this, or we're gonna be in so much pain.
I
hate this.
love hand pies. You
Yeah.
love
No.
hand pies.
Stop.
Our fun and learning never ends.
Yeah, Eric.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna
you're
make
at Gregor's
the
house.
All right.
All right, we're gonna knock on the door.
So you knock on the door. And Gregor comes to the door, and he looks pretty decent, actually. He looks a lot better than the last time you saw him.
Hi, we're here to check on your horses.
He grins, and he says, "Hey, come on in, guys."
All right. We're in.
So
How's
he
it
invites
looking
you
here?
in. Tells
Paint
you
me
to
a
have a
word
seat.
picture, Dave.
What's that?
God.
Paint me a word picture, Dave.
All right, so
Oh
the
my
place
God.
is clean. He's got a couple of maids. He has no butler anymore, but he has a couple of maids. He has servants that are running around doing stuff for him. You hear a commotion coming from the kitchen, but you're in the sitting area, so that's not a big deal. He sits you down at his table, and he waves over one of his maids, and he says, "Tell her to bring refreshments in." And so she leaves, and after a little bit, she comes in and she sits down actually 5 cups of tea. And he says, "Oh, this is a great little blend, something I've been working on. You'll have to tell me what you think."
Thank you.
Roll for it. Is it good?
Oh, okay, I'll roll for it. It's an acquired taste. It's an acquired
Oh.
taste. It's very bitter, and it's got a little bit of a salty taste to it. There are some places that salt their tea, and he's trying out a recipe that uses salted tea, and it's not something you guys are used to. So the salt and bitterness, just you guys do not care for it.
Reminds me when I was a seaman.
Brazil. They're all humans.
So none of you really care for it. Y'all take a drink, and
No.
he just kind of laughs a little bit. He says, "Yeah, it's kind of hard to getting used to. There's some places up north that salt their tea." And he talks for a little bit about it, and he goes on for probably 5-10 minutes, and then he realizes he's kind of rambling about tea, and he goes, "But I'm sure you didn't come here to hear about obscure tea from the north. What can I do for you today?"
Well, where is it? Do. So, we have reason to believe that there is a stash of gold on your property that was left
In
behind.
your house.
But, well, on your property, you know,
Yeah.
kind of encapsulates everything. By Alexander before he fled.
Interesting. Do you know
we
any
were told-
more than that?
We were told it wasn't particularly well hidden, that you would likely find it soon. But we figured if you were looking for it, might quicken the process.
Okay.
We can also help you look for it if you would like. I don't see why not.
Yeah, we have plenty of time.
I mean, we've just been kind of out running errands, you know.
Yeah, we haven't found anything, but then again, I haven't really touched his room either, so I'm going to probably start there. So he says, "Yeah, come on
Careful.
with me. We can go check it out. That's great."
All right, cool.
So he
Careful
goes,
when you enter.
"What's that?"
Careful when you enter.
Oh yeah, it could be booby trapped.
Well, we've been in there. We just haven't
Oh.
moved a lot of stuff around.
Sure. Okay.
Well, let's take a look around.
Okay, so you guys all go up into Alexander's old room. The place is dust covered. Doesn't look like much has been moved. A bed. I mean, it looked like it used to be a really nice little room. Not real ostentatious, but not like a hovel kind of. You know what I mean? Kind of in mid-range.
He didn't live in a barn.
Right. He didn't live in a barn, but he didn't live in squalor. He didn't live in squalor, but he didn't live rich either. It's very middle of the road. Kind of like what you'd expect out of a butler.
All right.
Like
so
I've got a rich boss, so my room is nice, but I'm still only the butler, so it's not real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Ozzy's looking for anything on the walls.
Okay, so you look on the walls, you look on the floors. Go ahead and make, anybody who's got observation, go ahead and make an observation roll. And you do have a bonus to this.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
son of a bitch.
Oh God.
Okay, so
Bus.
check your skills to see how much they've gone up.
Oh, good call. My observation. I'm not even looking at my own stupid sheet.
Let's see.
Eric,
my
your
observation's
observation is a 27. Okay, so
Mine's
you missed
right.
it by 11.
Mine's
Kieran,
right, it looks like.
right. So, Ascalabus, I'm going to give you that 1. You missed it by 1.
Bless you.
So I'm going to just go ahead and give you that, not make you do the luck or anything like that, just because
Thank you.
it's not, like I said, it's not real well hidden. So you move his bed, and it causes a piece of the floorboards to move.
My
Well,
God.
So it's just a loose floorboard under his bed.
Yeah, pull it up.
Yeah.
So you start to pull some of the wood apart, and you look down in there, and there are 4 fairly sizable lock boxes.
Oh,
No,
All
nice.
right. Oh, you're gonna have to do pick lock, aren't you?
That I don't have.
Wait, but yes, you do.
No, I don't have pickpocket, not picklock.
Oh shit! No, you
Yes,
do.
I do
You
have
pick
picklocks.
locks.
Okay, forgive me.
So
I
you
have skill sheet.
you pull them up, and they're fucking heavy as hell.
Right. Well, this will be worth it once it's open.
Well, let's put those down back on the floor,
So
not
you set
in the
them
thing.
all, you
But...
set them all down on the floor, and they just thunk.
Is he gonna have to roll for each one individually?
What are you gonna do with them? They're just sitting there right now.
Well, he's gonna try and open them, I assume.
I would like to open them, yes, if possible.
Okay, so what are you gonna do with the first one? So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. What are you gonna do with the first one?
First one, since I don't have any picking tools, Ascalabus uses his tail
oh,
to try to pick the lock, if possible.
So it doesn't give you any bonus. It's still gonna be a 29 no matter what you do.
It'll be a 32. Is my
Uh,
actual picklock skill.
I show on your sheet that it's 29.
I keep looking at pickpockets. It's 29.
Right, now your skill on the on roll 20 is probably wrong. But
Yeah,
we'll,
I haven't.
we'll make up for that.
Sure. So I will try to pick it.
Yes.
Nice.
Hey.
good job.
Do an awareness.
Uh-oh.
Oh, son of a beach.
So
Yeah.
you as
Do
you
I hear
have
kicking?
the ability. Well, you actually going to get a defense. You're going to get a manual dexterity to get out of the way as something goes ka-chunk
Right.
under man.
Nope. I need to feel lucky 3 times, and I ain't got it.
Okay, so
I only have one left. Sorry.
That's all fine.
so
I
something.
technically have 2, if I
Okay,
could, but I'm gonna take this one.
all right. So something stabs into your finger.
Yeah.
You don't take any damage. However,
Yeah.
you do need to make a saving throw versus poison.
Fuck.
Oh shit. Yeah.
All right,
Yay.
so
Ooh.
you go, whoa, and it stabs you in the finger, and you go, oh God, and you immediately wipe your finger off as you see this gunk on the end of your finger, and you wipe the gunk off, and you go, oh, that was close.
Now, little bastard.
No shit.
You feel a warmth going up your arm, and you like put your finger in your mouth. You doesn't really, you don't suck it out because that doesn't do anything, and you know this.
Yeah.
But it doesn't go any further up than your arm, and it just then it dissipates, and you're like, oh crap.
Oh, shit.
Right. Well, he knew what he was doing.
But at the same time,
He opens up.
the
Yeah.
lid pops open, and you see lots of coins. Lots of coins.
Well, that's good.
Just what you've been
You
looking
see
for,
lots of
Alexander?
copper. You see some silver. You see some glints of gold. And Gregor is like, "Oh my God!"
Oh, there's more, my friend.
Yep.
We're only at box number 1.
It'd be nice if someone. Okay. Be great if someone could disable the traps, because I don't know how many of these I can take at once.
None of us can.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have that.
You know
Hey,
what?
Dave,
Yes.
can I open these with my spell?
Do you have a spell called Mystic Key?
Yes, I do.
Then yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh shit. Fuck yeah.
Give him room.
So I haven't. No, I did put your spells in. That's how come I've got your character done. Because I did your spells.
Nice.
There's one.
Target gains -2 ABS.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Okay, I've got that spell wrong.
Huh.
That I copied from something else.
That first note's interesting.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter if you're not opening it with like your hand or something. It's not gonna like stab you. It can't.
Right. It's just magic.
Just assume we all stand clear.
Okay,
with
so
the-
you got number 2.
You may do it again.
Yeah, I can do 3 and 4. So it didn't go off. No big deal. Just cast it. So you cast it again until you make it. Basically, what I do is, unless you fumble, then I'm going to assume you made it for something like that.
Okay.
Because we're not in combat.
Because your spell wouldn't have gone off. So then the third one. All right, so they all 3 go off.
Okay.
So they're all 3 unlocked but unopened.
All right, there you go. They're all unlocked for you. Whoever wants to open them, though.
Can we open them from like behind so if something shoots out, it's shooting at like an open wall?
Can they also be opened with a sword where I'm not actually touching it with my hand?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to do. I mean, they're unlocked. There's a way to
Right.
finagle it without touching it. So you
All right,
open
so-
all 3 of them, and inside is exactly the same thing, just coins upon coins upon coins.
Wow. Okay.
We found a stash.
I think this is some of your lost money here, champ.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Did a good deed.
I don't know what quite to say. I can't give you a reward yet. I got to count it out. After I find out
Sure.
how much it is, I will send somebody with. Yeah.
So we need to tell him where we're staying at.
Oh right.
The
So
house.
we have a
Or-
map, don't we? So I can just show them on the
Yeah,
map.
we acquired
Yeah.
a house while we've been adventuring.
Well, awesome.
Okay, so we're gonna show them on the map where we're at.
Yeah, because I have a map. Like, I have the map.
Right.
Right.
You perfectly copied the map.
Yeah, I need to
You-
put that in my inventory.
You critted when you were
Ooh.
copying the
Cartography.
map.
Right.
So you were like that autistic kid who drew New York City from memory. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that's what you did.
All
Okay.
right, I'll take that. I will say, well, I hope this helps you, my friend.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
He's like, holy hell. He's just like shell shocked by the amount of money that's sitting in those boxes.
Right. So
Okay, well, what do we have to do now? I think that was kind of it, wasn't it?
Mm.
I mean, aside from
Other than talking to the carpenter about some beer trading to fix up our house, because it's our house.
let's you know what? Let's go to the
I'm not
to
a
the
big
market.
enough dick to give you a house and then take it away from you the next week.
Dude, I totally
I
understood. Though,
don't
if
believe
it had
you.
to happen.
You
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
know what? Let's go to the market, try and sniff out a carpenter.
What I
Yeah,
what I
maybe swing
originally
by Harvey.
what I had originally planned on doing was I was either going to have them say you can't stay there and then have Gregor buy it for you
Oh.
Oh,
Right.
as
We don't need no
as the
man.
reward. But then Bones got me thinking about medieval house ownership, so I studied it,
Oh wow.
and he's right. They wouldn't, as long as the taxes are paid on it, they don't give a
They
shit.
don't care. Yeah, I read that to
Right.
Bones.
Hey,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
But I
don't
was
give a fuck.
I
good
was
thing we
like, how
talked
does
about it
this
in
work?
Exiles.
And then like what is like I'm pretty sure it's just as long as the taxes are paid on the property, they really don't give a shit.
Right. As long as
Yeah,
you
it's
don't like
out.
force anybody out of there,
Right.
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 yeah.
like
there's
squatters,
law and
they
order.
like if people left and didn't deed the houses over to anybody, they just sat empty.
Yeah,
Right.
as
And
long as
then
the crown gets their coin, they don't care.
Right. So if there's nobody living there, they can't collect the taxes on it. And so they don't get any money. So if somebody takes over that abandoned house, fixes it up, pays taxes on it, then everybody's happy. You guys get a house, the crown gets their coin. It's not an eyesore to the neighborhood. Yeah, so I was originally going to have Gregor just buy you a house, and then Bones set me on a different path, and
Here we are.
Here we are.
Okay.
That's okay.
Well.
I've got something. Gregor's going to reward you a different way.
Oh boy.
Sure.
I already know how it's going to be done.
Okay.
That's next session, though.
That is next session.
Right.
All right, so let's go find a fucking carpenter.
Yeah, let's go get us a carpenter.
All right, so it's very easy to find a carpenter because there are shops over here. Back over here, there's a butchery.
You don't have us on the map, Dave.
Nope.
Yep.
Oh, I
still
don't.
need them.
I didn't move you over to that.
No.
You're fucking kidding me? I've been pinging shit.
Oh,
I
we just
moved
didn't
you. I moved you
care.
over to Gregor.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Like I
While
walked
we're
you
going
over.
in-
I've been pinging shit.
Can we walk through by the Elder Jolin and just check up on how they are?
Yes.
All right.
So you go over to Elder
right.
Jolin. And so, are you going to knock on the door?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
All right, so you knock on the door. And guy comes to the door. You don't recognize him.
Oh.
He sold the house finally. Hello?
Can I help you?
Did you
Horse
happen to
inspector.
Stop
What's
it.
up?
Horse inspector?
Kidding.
Oh,
Kidding.
Did you
It's a
acquire this land from Elder Jolin?
Yes, I did.
All right. Well,
Okay.
we're sorry to disturb you. We're just trying to meet up with an old friend.
Okay.
We're here to notify you about your cart's extended warranty.
Stop it, bud.
You don't happen to know anything about shit golems, do you?
Oh God.
Have you read the good word?
Yeah, right.
Kidding. We would.
We wouldn't say that.
Yeah, we were just saying sorry to disturb you.
Right.
All right, so he's not there.
All
Okay,
right, we're gonna
so let's
up
go to the
Widow
widows.
Donovan.
Dave, I swear to God, if he died.
Oh, I'd be fucking pissed.
We'll riot.
We'll
You know
You
how
guys
you
think
love-
I'm a fucking monster, don't you?
Well, okay, so
Yeah.
here's the thing.
Saturday campaign you would have been.
You know how we're not murder hobos and that's why everybody loves us?
Yeah.
Jolin dies, murder hobos.
Yeah.
You'll be nonstop.
To
evil.
Well,
be
it
fair,
all
I did just
depends
try
on-
to set two randos on fire.
It really kind of depends on how he died. I mean, if he died of
Right.
natural causes, he
Right.
would have died happier than he was before.
That's
That's
true.
bullshit.
Okay, yeah.
He's happy as shit right now.
I bet.
So,
Okay, so we go to the widows.
you go over to the widow Donovan's place, knock on the door, and one of the kids answers.
Hello.
Hey!
Hello.
And he turns around and he yells something. He yells, "Mom!"
Oh.
Ow, my ovaries.
Shut up.
So, yeah, Widow Donovan comes over. Oh, hey! Everybody's happy to see you. They invite you in.
We'll walk in for a minute. We're not going to be able to stay long, I tell her.
So the place is like controlled chaos
Because of the kids.
because of
Yeah.
the kids. Elder Jolin is there. You look out back and half of the field is now, it looks a little different than the rest of it.
Okay.
It looks like somebody has been growing either something different. You don't know. You don't know enough about farming to know what's going on with it.
Well, okay. Just
Yeah.
ask him how things are going.
And maybe bug Kieran and see if her plant lore could
Yeah.
Good.
So you look
give
at
a
it.
little insight.
Well, go ahead and roll your plant lore.
I might know nothing. Let's find out. Hey!
So
Hey!
you realize that this side over here is one type of crop, and this side over here is like a huge fucking garden area.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
So what it looks like to you is that this is still being grown for professional stuff, and this right here is being grown for personal consumption.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, I love it.
So they're
So-
teaching the kids how to garden and farm.
Awesome. So everything's
Right and
going
proper.
good.
What'd you say?
Everything's going good.
Everything's going great. Are you guys going to stay for dinner?
No, we're not gonna be able to. We have to go find a carpenter for the house.
We found a house.
Wait, you need a carpenter for the house?
Yeah.
What do you need?
A window
Uh,
fixed and a wall built, I think.
Yeah, window fixed, a room built in the main living quarters, and a wall built in the basement for me and Jack.
All right. So he yells at two of the boys and says, "Hey, come on, let's go."
What?
He says,
Okay.
"You stay with her." And all right, where are we going?
All right, let's walk to the house.
So you walk to the house. Yes, he has carpentry.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Oh my god!
Who do you think fixed up his house?
True.
Fair.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love it. I love it so much.
So he looks around and he says, "Well, okay, so fixing the window is going to be real easy. Putting in the walls," and he starts to go through all of this stuff. He's talking over your heads a little bit. He says, total is probably going to be about, I'd say probably 3-4 copper tops.
Well, what if I had to offer you a couple of casks of mead?
Oh, maybe a couple years ago, but
Nice.
I'm not talking about for me. I'm not going to take any money for it. This is for materials.
Bus throws him 4 copper.
Oh,
Well,
I
I
was
don't.
actually going. I was going to offer the casks for him to sell.
Oh, well,
to cover the cover costs.
I mean, you still can and recover the cost of what Bus just gave him.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, we
that
can
works.
just-
He
That
says,
works.
"Okay, it'll probably take about 2 weeks to get done."
Okay.
How convenient.
Why?
No reason.
Now, if I had said a week,
No,
Okay.
I mean back then the job would be harder because it's a lot
Right.
more work back then.
Yeah.
so let's sell those casks and
right? Because they're
Some
not going to
cost.
have drywall and shit.
Right.
No.
You got any
I-
prefab back there?
Well, okay. The thing is where you live, lumber is plentiful,
right.
Yeah.
but they
Right.
also have to ask permission to cut down trees.
Right.
Fair.
So
Well, I looked at
even
my
though
friend-
lumber is plentiful, it's still kind of expensive because of the Druid Grove.
The sheets of green treated plywood are about
Wait.
$66.
Yeah. same.
would there
You're right.
happen to be a discount for members of the Druid Circle?
If you could go to the Druid Circle, you could probably get dispensation for it, but there'd have to be a damn good reason for you to do it.
That's
Oh,
not
okay.
It kind of makes, as a ranger, you're like, I don't know if they'd quite go for it. They might. Maybe if you had somebody explain it really well to them, they might
I don't know if
buckle.
that's really worth it. We can just sell the.
We'll just buy it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
You don't want me to try to sweet talk them?
It's not really worth it.
So what I'm hearing is put a druid in danger, save that druid's life. Oh, a blood debt.
Spoken like a true rogue.
Oh, Ascalabus has saved me. I must repay him with lumber.
I think I've watched.
hero. Oh, and
I've
don't,
definitely watched that porno once. I'm
Don't
not gonna-
worry.
Oh God,
oh,
you're horrible.
oh, step lizard, I'm stuck.
Oh no.
You need a
Step
you need a
lizard.
lifeguard. This is
I'll pay you. I'm sorry, baby. Let me pay you in wood.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't have any money to pay for this pizza. Can I pay you some other way with credit card?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
Take checks.
god! Jesus fucking Christ! Oh
All
my
right,
god!
dude.
so
I've seen all
Okay.
the bad photo entries. It's like, I don't have any pepperoni. I could use a different kind of. Shut the hell up.
Okay, so we're gonna sell those casks, though, right, guys?
Yes.
Jesus.
well, we're
Yeah.
gonna
Right.
talk to Jolyn for a minute. We're not gonna be rude and just.
Well,
Yeah.
of course not. But I'm
Right,
just
come on,
saying.
Dylan, have fun, Haka.
That's-
I
Oh
was
my
gonna
God.
ask Jolyn if downstairs he could add a couple of bookshelves to the walls.
Oh,
Oh,
Not a bad
that's
idea.
that's easy.
Thank you, sir. I
Uh,
appreciate your help.
That probably. I mean, I could probably when they do the cuts on the lumber, there'll probably be extras, and I'll
Oh,
just
yeah.
use that extra to make shelving
Thank
Crap
you.
show.
nice.
Heck yeah.
because there's yeah, and Bones is over there going, "Yep, that would work."
What?
'Cause
It
w-
would?
Well, I know because you work at Menards. You're like, yeah. So if they cut the
Oh
wood up,
yeah,
they'd have
I thought
scraps.
you meant like my character. I'm like, huh?
No, Bones.
Yeah, no,
Otherwise, I'd
yeah,
have
yeah,
said
yeah.
Jack.
Like, it's in the real me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that'd be perfect for it. Use the scraps from cutting the lumber to make the
yeah.
shelves.
You can't believe the amount of money we make off of cutbacks.
Mhm.
It's so stupid.
Yeah. So there you go.
Well, I'm gonna shake his hand and say I really appreciate you, sir.
Okay, so
you.
Wada, I have a favor to ask of you.
Oh.
I'm listening.
Use Dungeon Draft and make your house.
Okay, cool.
Just so
nice.
it's got to be.
I was gonna say, what are the dimensions?
Yeah, I need dimension.
That was part of my problem. I couldn't figure out because I made it a couple of times and I kept making it too small.
Well, the thing is, we could make this house because this is a standard just a standard little hovel, pretty much.
No, it's not. It's like a middle class
merchant.
house in a city.
So like a merchant home.
Right.
But it's got
no.
yeah, and it's got a walk up attic with a bedroom
Okay.
up there. It's got
we
an
have-
unfinished basement basically, and then it's got
Attic.
a 2-room main floor with a mudroom.
Main floor, an unfinished basement with 2 rooms once it's done.
Right. And that's what I want
And
you to do is I want you to make the basement. I mean, don't make it like 100 foot by 100 foot, but
Well,
you know,
I'm just looking at sizes right now.
right.
It's probably going to be. It actually probably won't be that big. I mean, you could probably do it at 30 by 30.
See, now when I did that, it looked too small.
Well,
And
your
it's not
map
30 by
here-
30. It's a longer house. If you look at it,
Okay.
it's
So
not
it'd be
square.
more like 30 by 60.
And that's what I couldn't figure out. I couldn't figure out exactly how to make it.
I think if you make the main room minus the mud room a 30 by 60, and then just add an extra 10 on for the
Because that would only
mudroom.
be 900 square foot.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that big.
No, 30 by 60 is not that big. 900 square foot isn't even an apartment.
Especially when you as a person is 5. So you think how many?
A regular medieval home in the ages of that time were anywhere from 637 to 1,500 square foot.
So stay within that range. You'll probably be closer to the 1,500 than you would the other one.
Probably
Okay.
like 1,200. It's less than the mansion,
Would be
or like 1,000
1,200.
square foot.
What would 1,200 be? It'd be what?
I don't know.
You can go 30 by 40.
Yeah, 30 by 40.
60
figure a
by
30 by
60
40
by 20 would just be really long and really
It's a
thin.
trailer, bro.
Yeah. And you got to think it's got 3 levels of that dimension too. So
Well, the
Yeah.
top dimension isn't going to be that good because it's got a slanted roof.
So
true.
it'd be like 700 square foot.
Yeah. Which for
Livable.
a bedroom. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
livable.
right. That's great.
Oh yeah, we're good, man. I can do this.
Okay, so it's got a bedroom with a walkout area for storage.
Bedroom.
Because I assume Kieran would want some kind of
Attic.
gateway, some kind of privacy.
Well, Elder Jolin, if you wanted to, he could probably put a door at the top of the stairs.
That'd work.
Please.
Yeah.
I'd need another copper for materials.
I'll throw
Yeah.
it in.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay,
Pretty much whatever you need, buddy, we'll take.
so there you go. Now you know what you can make. As long as it stays under that 1,500 square foot, I'm happy with it.
Well, it won't be. It'll be 1,500 square foot per floor.
I know.
Okay, so you're looking at a sizable house.
You just make it as knowledgeable as
wanting-
one as you can. I mean, just
Are you okay? This is the question I'm wanting, because do you want all 3 levels on one map, so that way it's easier?
yes.
That might not be a bad
Okay.
idea. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I need to know, man. All right, let's go sell some cask of liquor.
Right.
Yep. Somebody pick up trading goods. I heard that there was a talk of
Aha!
that.
Yes,
And,
I have picked up trading.
I actually know what might be in the cask.
Hey, yo.
How many do we have? We have 2 of them, right?
Yes, the one I left for Harvey because he was being a whiny little fuck.
So how many are you selling?
2.
Both of them.
Okay, so you're selling 2 of them.
Okay. So, should I roll for trading?
Let me do something real quick.
Get more money.
Or at least just not get robbed for them. One of the two.
Before you go any further, Bones, I know you were reading up on the guilds.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Why?
Before Sammy makes her trading roll,
We can go sell it at the guild houses. Like, we know this. We can get a better deal at our houses. Or are you saying something else?
no, that's exactly what I'm saying. Another benefit
Okay.
to the starting guilds is the character's ability to unload goods at a higher rate and buy items at a decreased price. Treat every transaction as a successful trading roll.
Yes.
Oh.
I can take this to the academy and be like, hey.
Oh,
we
and then you
could-
wouldn't even need me, basically.
You wouldn't need
right?
to roll.
Or-
Well, it's not
or-
that they wouldn't need you. It's just
Or we could do this with Harvey in the picture, because the Fighters Guild would, because he's not part of it though. Never mind, it's not even part. Nope.
you're going to get the same no matter which one you go to. And
Let's
he's
just go
not
to
a
the
part
Collegium.
Let's just go to mine. Yeah.
of the Thieves Guild would buy it. The Collegium would buy it. Hell, the
Church would buy it.
the Druid Circle would buy it now.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Collegium. I mean, college kids, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Now, see, if you wanted to roll, Sam,
Yeah.
then what you would do is if you failed, you'd actually lose a little bit of money on the deal.
Yeah.
But there would be a chance of a critical or a fumble also. And if you're critical, you get a whole bunch more. But
What do you
that's
think?
a 2% chance of getting that.
I mean, I
think
still
we'll
have
be
a luck
fine.
left.
Luke can't critical with luck.
Well, no. But I cannot fumble, right?
No, you
No,
can't.
that's right.
You can't
Never
avoid
mind,
a fumble,
sorry.
and you can't go into a critical. Yeah.
Right. Is it worth it? What do you guys think? I don't think it's worth it.
Academy. Yeah, let's just go to the academy.
Yeah, you got a 23% chance of making it and a 100% chance of making it if you go to the academy.
Yeah, let's just go to the
Yeah.
freaking academy, whatever.
I have a feeling we'll be wanting that skill if we leave town. So
Right.
Yeah.
it wasn't a useless skill.
So you're going to get plus 10% on it.
Okay.
So you carry the things. They're really heavy.
I'll take them. I'll carry them.
Well, you carry one of them. Somebody else carries the other one. Not Razul, though.
And I got it.
Right. So they will give you, I got to do plus 10%. So they will give you 4 copper, 4 lead for each one.
So 8
So
copper
8 copper, 8
altogether.
lead.
8 lead.
So-
And I'm going to, since I know math, I'm going to toss whatever that Bus didn't get and then separate the in between all of us.
Okay. Well, Bus gave 4, so it
Okay,
would be
so, and then we each get 1 copper, 1 lead then. Is that good for you all?
1 copper, 2
Yeah,
lead.
no.
2 lead, yeah, sorry.
Good for me. I made my money back. Ha.
Sounds good. I'm at 5 copper, 29 lead.
How's our party going? Oh, 74 lead in the party.
That's
28
fine.
pence.
Does anybody want to go and update any of their gear while we're here?
I was gonna look, but I don't think there's anything I
Uh, I'm good for right now until I can start muffling gear.
Okay.
Right.
Sammy?
I don't think there's anything I need. I mean, I can always do that.
Because I'm not wearing a helm.
Yeah. Why are you not wearing a helm?
I don't know. I just.
I just don't want to.
Nah.
Don't want to cover up that beautiful head of yours?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
as his hair. Oh wait, he's a lizard.
No.
As his scales are scintillating in the sunlight.
It feels like I wear a cooker in the sun.
Okay, so we,
Yeah,
you know,
good. I'm still
cool.
saving up for my awesome gauntlets of awesomeness.
I really don't think I can wear anything, and magical items are just way too fucking expensive.
Yeah.
But you're getting closer.
Right.
3rd level.
Are there gloves that give ABS?
Are there gloves that give ABS? I believe so.
Gauntlets.
Forgive me. I don't have the chart up.
Gauntlet.
To chain or above, get ABS.
But you've got
Nah,
sneak
8
modifiers.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
well then fuck that. Yeah. That's what I'm avoiding. Okay,
Right.
cool. That's probably why I didn't grab gloves.
Right.
Well, okay, so spiked gloves have the
gauntlets.
ABS, and they do not have a sneak modifier, but they're also 17 coppers.
That's it.
That's why.
almost the whole party wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm not doing
Yeah.
that. All good.
Yeah, so we cool.
Can I go pick up some oil for my lamps, or did they come with some oil?
They came with oil.
Okay, cool.
I have oil already, so we're
For
all
our
right.
lamps, not my lamps, because I don't have one.
Right. I'm carrying one of
Negative
them,
8
but
is the best you can be without having a sneak penalty.
Yeah, and I'm already at -4, so.
All right, so
good for now.
I think we're about done, aren't we?
I think
Is
you're
that
about
everything?
done.
mean, we-
Absolutely. Hang on a moment.
You actually got a
Oh.
shitload done tonight.
we really
Yeah.
did.
We wrapped up a lot.
Yeah.
It's shocking how much we get done when the dog isn't talking.
No shit. And notice how everybody was so happy to see us when Harvey wasn't with us.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, what?
Ben, when
Can-
you listen to this back, we love you.
Can
Right.
I go and pick up some brewing equipment?
Some brewing equipment. You want to go buy some brewing equipment. Of course you can go buy brewing equipment.
So what would be a mid-range price for this? Because it goes all the way up to like 1 gold.
well,
so
a
that'd be
mid-range
huge-
price would be about a silver.
I'm gonna
Don't
go
have
use
that.
the restroom.
What? So I'm thinking about like a low to mid tier, like maybe a
Like, how
How
much
much
do you
would
want to
you-
spend?
like 18 lead worth.
So you're going to spend 1 copper and 8 lead and buy some stuff. So that would be low
Like
to lower middle.
So like maybe 10 lead on equipment and 8 lead on material, you know,
Oh, okay. So you're going to do 8 lead.
for material, and 10 lead for the equipment.
Okay. So you would be definitely low end on both.
I gotta start somewhere.
I know.
Okay,
But
cool.
then again,
So-
your sell cost is 2.5 times at the
Right.
very lowest.
So when he makes stuff, he'll get the money back.
Right.
Gonna make that propane
And the
moonshine.
beautiful thing about it is once you buy the equipment, you don't have to buy the equipment again.
right
Just supplies.
That's a one-time
So-
purchase.
at my house, I am going to have like a fucking little potbelly still.
That's basically what you're gonna. Basically, you're gonna be mash right now.
Cool potbelly still.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're gonna be Hawkeye and BJ.
I'm gonna be making some fucking backwater moonshine. Tell you what, wait until you ride that white lightning I make, my friend. So what do you want me to call the materials?
What's that?
What do you want me to call the materials? Just brewing
Just calling
materials?
brewing materials, and be sure you put the equipment costs down as to how much it cost you
Okay, so
for future
brewing.
reference, and then we'll worry. Because I mean, you can have crappy equipment and
Right.
buy real good materials.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it's 1 copper, pretty much. I spent 1 copper.
Okay, so it basically what you're doing is you're buying. Right now, you're going out to the farmers, and you're going, okay, I would like to buy some wheat or some oats or some barley or whatever.
Wheat and some
Yeah,
corn.
yeah. So I
Right,
got
and
brewing
they're
materials.
like, okay, well, we've sold most of that. Here's kind of our leftover stuff for right now. It's pretty cheap.
Beautiful.
Right,
All right, so
and
yeah,
you're
I've got
boiling
that.
away the imperfections and things like that.
I have brewing materials low end and brewing equipment cost 1 copper. It's
There you
on
go.
my other notes. I have a cost.
Okay,
And
so
then
I have to figure out the time to production.
Well, it's got to get set up and everything. And
Right.
potbelly steel. Oh my god, dude! Have y'all ever seen a potbelly steel?
No,
Yeah.
never. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god!
If it's what I think it is.
I walked up on one of these.
It's a copper
When-
still. For all intents and
It's a copper steel.
Yeah.
Like when you think of moonshine, it's that weird looking copper still.
Yeah.
They look like pretty much this.
Ozark still.
Yeah, they
They're
look
actually
like.
they're the same thing you would see in an actual production facility today, making real like
Oh,
massive
yeah.
quantities of alcohol. And
They look like that.
nothing's changed. They just scaled it up.
It's a little potbelly steel. Literally just a little bitty potbelly steel.
Right,
Right.
but
Interesting.
it's not going to be made of copper.
Right. But
We make a Silnay.
otherwise they just melt it down and spend
Yeah.
it.
I was gonna say you'd get more money for the copper than the liquor.
I might be able to find a. They have them in. I'm trying to think of the odor styles. Oh well, we know what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
Right.
What type of older stills?
stills when they were very first made were not made out of copper.
The cast iron ones, or what? What are you looking for?
I'm trying to think of the older ones, like the old ones. I'm trying to find one because they were mainly made out of like no, most of them's made out of copper. It looks like.
Yeah.
At least,
The
yeah.
modern stills are all copper, but they have been made out of iron and other things too.
Yeah, but in Dave's world, they're made out of
Silnay.
weathered silnay, like treat weather or weather treated
Yeah.
silnay. They got like an oil on them.
I mean, the entire reason they ended up picking copper as the predominant thing is because it was at the time, it was the least reactive
pretty-
metal.
Right. So
Pretty
what you have is you have like a heated vat.
Right.
Nice. It looks like I'm an actual wizard.
Yeah. Gotta love that old school.
Correct
I love
the
it.
What's
mundo.
that called? Have you guys ever seen the thing that replaced them, the induction stills?
No.
It's like, it looks like a cracking tower for like crude oil, and it basically breaks like the alcohol down into its parts and then drains it off. It's fucking ridiculous. I got to see it at our school. They were learning alcohol production, and that shit's fucking ridiculous compared to the old fashions.
So, are we pretty much wrapping it up, or?
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done.
Not to meta this, Dave. Can
Yes.
I do a busking roll in town?
You
After we
can
sell?
you can certainly do a busking roll in town. So let me get to my busking. Oh, so while they're going around, he's going to buy a still.
Yeah, basically, I dropped down the wherever we sold the beer at the Collegian. While they're buying stuff, he would go and do a busk somewhere.
All right, busk away, buddy.
Not bad.
Nice.
Could have been
Now-
worse.
Damn.
Now your skill was not a 70.
No, it was a little higher. Not by much, though, I don't think. Singing, where is it? Singing, I was 30.
So that would go up to 100.
So it would have been 6, so it would have been 100.
There you go. That makes a huge difference.
Right.
Because instead of it being D10 per level, it's 2D10 per level.
That was actually probably my big increase that time around.
All right, so R. So we're going to do...
Nice.
29
Damn.
lead pieces.
There we go.
Because you're
Good
third
job.
level.
That doubled my lid.
I might end up changing my picture of results since I don't have a ukulele anymore.
Right. You ever get a ukulele?
No, I took that away. I went somewhere totally different.
Right.
58. All right.
Well, I think I'm going to head back to the house and pretty much just hang with the hang with the guys and the girl.
And draw a
Okay.
picture of it.
I'm gonna say I would check in on Harvey just to see how he's doing.
Yeah, not a bad
Harvey's
idea.
fine.
But you pass him by when you're buying materials and stuff.
Yeah.
He's out with like the town guards and stuff, or
No,
No,
he's in the
sorry. Yeah, I forgot you said he's learning how to make hand pies. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Say not to stop him or interrupt him, but just to check in.
right.
So, cool. Just making sure he's not, distracted as hell and talking to women as opposed to actually learning how to make the pies he wants.
No, he's strangely focused.
Interesting.
A monk casts silence on him.
Strangely focused.
My shit, Dave, outside of game, I tried my best not to kill them two guys.
Right.
I know.
No,
We all did.
we were all actively avoiding that.
Well, the one guy couldn't answer,
Right.
Right.
and the other guy was trying to weasel his way out.
Yep.
Right.
Well, we really didn't do anything wrong. We told him that we'd let the guild handle it, and I mean, technically,
I never said I wouldn't kill him.
Right. Well, that was my point when it was like, they're like, you said you wouldn't. You never said a thing. We said we wouldn't. Which is where when Sammy's character said, well, what about Bus? And I'm like, Bus represents the guild right now.
He
There-
didn't, but okay.
I didn't.
Yeah,
But
but they don't
if
know that.
They don't know that.
Right.
well, they don't care right now.
Right.
No, they left it all in the party's hands. They said, whatever you guys
Right.
do with them, we're totally cool with it.
Basically,
just
would
put it
seal up their
out there.
faces the minute they said they had anything to do with the fire.
Dogman
Right.
would have been here tonight, though. Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
This
Then
would have
we'll-
gone very differently.
I wonder what
Oh,
he
yeah.
would have done.
He wouldn't have
We
let
can
us
ask
kill
him.
He wouldn't have let it go that long.
No.
No.
He would-
Harvey
not.
Harvey is the very essence of good. He would have smoked them as soon as it came clear that they started that fire. At least that's the way
He
I
would
think
have
it was.
literally, I think either that or he'd have told us no.
No,
I
well,
honestly, Bus probably would have gotten into an argument with Harvey, telling Harvey he needs to leave, and Harvey would not have let Bus alone with them.
right.
I could see that happening.
Oh yeah, no, that's how it would have ended. Because I was just like, God be with you, blah blah blah, and like walked away. Because,
Yep,
like,
that would have been
I
interesting.
feel like theoretically I'm supposed to be like the next most lawful person, even I'm like, these dudes have it coming to them. They burned an entire tavern to the ground, killing any innumerable amount of innocent people.
I really think the other guy might have been a good person, though.
Oh, it
Yep.
probably was. We just don't have any way to break a silence spell.
The silent guy?
Yeah.
No, he was not.
Well, I
You
feel
don't
better
feel
about
bad,
it.
you had it
Not
coming.
even close.
Yep.
So I can X
Okay.
out of.
Yeah, he's actually the one that nailed the doors shut.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, he was totally complicit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really, really curious because we're not gonna pursue this, I don't think, since Alexander wasn't the one that, like, did the magic on him or whatever. What's the story there? Why was he branded with silence? I'm
Yeah.
really curious.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
It's a part of the story we'll find
We
out.
will get to that, I have a feeling.
Right.
Let me check something. Let me go.
Or did we already murder that cult?
No. I'm looking at.
You look at the branding and notice it's kobold scribblings!
Oh my god.
Right.
Alright, well, I have an apartment to clean.
Bones, you have a history skill. Roll it.
Okay,
Ooh.
I'm gonna stay on for this.
Let me get in chat. I
I'll
went
wait.
out and loaded up Dungeon Draft.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, you can hear it. You'll know if he makes it or not.
I'm here.
I'll let him get in.
I mean, you can use every luck you have because we're stopping.
Right.
He's in.
All right.
All right,
Didn't
so you
need it.
make it. You have actually heard of a group of people. They call themselves the Silent Ones,
Oh shit.
and they are assassins who
Yes.
are. They've taken a vow of silence to the
But they're-
extremes.
Yes. They
So-
permanently cast silence on themselves so they make no noise.
Yes, they've been
Dope idea.
permanent with silence.
Right.
It's a dope idea.
Oh,
That
that's
those are
super
bad dudes. We have
They
nothing
actually
to feel about.
can communicate different ways. They do
Right.
have a different sign language that only they can understand.
Right. Yeah, we should have no regrets about.
And
smoking
a
that
lot
dude.
of them also are like monk offshoot. They're not like
Makes
they're
sense.
monk assassin kind of things.
Right. This guy didn't. That's what you said. This guy didn't start as a monk, but he did go into it.
Well, you don't know what he meant by shaking his head yes and shaking his head no. You guys just made
No.
assumptions.
I'm metagaming. I'm
Right.
saying like he stated that he didn't start as a monk. He didn't have the dodge. which
Oh, he
plays
was
into
totally complicit in the whole thing. Yeah.
right. That's why you said it's an offshoot of like they're offshoots of monks. He didn't start as a monk, but he was basically learning those skills as a silent assassin.
Right.
I mean,
It's
it
actually
makes sense.
impressive. We got like they rolled so badly and we rolled so well. We just clobbered them.
Well, they were also unarmed. He
Right.
wasn't as unarmed. He only has striking 1
Yeah.
Right.
because he wasn't a high enough level to really worry about it.
Right.
I mean, he was a high enough level that he had all of the things to get into the Assassin's Guild, which is a 4th level thing with prereqs.
Right.
But he's better at weapon combat than he is at hand-to-hand combat.
Right.
Fuck.
The hand to hand's kind of a backup.
Yes.
How do I scroll up and down on this thing, dude?
On Dungeon Draft?
Is it Control?
Is it with control?
Control or Alt and move it, isn't it?
I believe so. I think it says it down at the bottom.
Huh.
Alt is the deselector, so I don't think it's Alt.
It's been a while since I've been in there.
Yeah,
Damn.
I tend to use the mouse wheel for everything when I scroll.
All right, so I'm going to go
It's-
ahead and stop the